Nope, I'm just stupid. I do that every time.
I was super unproductive today. Like I rolled out of bed this morning and it's like I'm gonna get some stuff done. And I don't know what happened. I just sort of stared at the window for like 8 hours.
I did that Saturday. I
you,
cleaned the house a little bit today.
you know who else might have done that today? Donald Trump.
Can't even get on the internet.
I went to Aldi today for the first time ever, and boy, was I wrong about that place. I thought it was. I thought the thing that turned me off was like you can't have a bag, you have to pay for the carts, and I was like, this is some like green communist bullshit. But no, it's just merciless German, like
Efficiency.
yeah, and
Ruthlessly efficient.
I'm so into that.
I used to go there all the time when there was one in my college town.
I love that the old people can't hold up the lines because they shuffle them off to that little back corner to deal with their purchases. It's like, just get the fuck out of here.
They have steak and like fresh meat, a little bit of meat, right? In the but it's just random, but it's in the fridge thing. Because I want to say that we got some steaks from there and it was delicious.
Yeah, I think they do have meat. They have random. I mean, they definitely have cold freezers and stuff like that. It's just really. I was reading about it, and I think a super Walmart carries, and it like maybe 80 or 90,000 different items, and Aldi carries like 1,500.
Yeah, because we tried to get them. There was something we tried to get there later, and they were like, "No, it was just a special that we had that week. Try again in a couple of weeks."
Also, the just putting the shit out in boxes, the shipping boxes. It's like, how did nobody ever think of this? You eliminate the need for the stockers.
Because they care more about trying to sell you more crap, so they try to present it really nice. But
That's
who cares
insane.
about that? Yeah.
The Germans are onto something. Anyway, chat, tonight is AI Dungeon. Some of you watched this the other day, but have the two of you seen it at all?
No, I didn't look any. Usually I look up any game that we get suggested, but I was like, I won't look anything up about this.
Yeah, I was gonna try to do something with it, but then I just sort of time passed, and I don't know what happened.
So this is the world's page. These are the Dragon AIs. This is like the newest GPT-3 that they're working with. Have you ever priced that AI, Wendell, to use their API?
No, is it just crazy expensive?
It's crazy. And so is the monetization here, as you'll see. So this little red icon here means you have to buy it. And I'm really curious why they cost different amounts of money. The most expensive one is this Cyberpunk Portal World at $9. And then you got the $8 Planet Omega, which is like a space invasion scenario. Like, is it that much better? But I have already purchased Besatheus, which is an 80-cent one. So like, is a $9 one 10 times better? Anyway, so these are our choices for now. We might buy one later if we want to compare and contrast. I did get I boosted some credits on my account for tonight. So we can choose between Kringle, which is a like evil Christmas world, Winterbloom, which is a happy Christmas world.
Oh.
This is like a low combat, like RP the Christmas time type deal. Besatheus is like civilization has risen and fallen, and there's some leftover shit, but mostly it's like just dark future apocalypse kind of thing. And then you've got your light and dark standard issue Tolkien fantasies here.
Okay. I don't know if I want to do a Christmas one because Christmas is over. So we should do one of the others, right? Which one did you do the other night? Was it the bee one?
We started the other night with Besatheus, and then we ended up in Winterbloom.
Okay.
Honestly, it got dark in Winterbloom too. I mean.
Oh, you're the player, so naturally. It's taking what you're inputting, correct? Like.
Not exactly. You'll see. But we need to choose one. Come on.
Let's just do the basic one, the Besatheus.
All right.
And see how different it is compared to the first time you played it.
Should we create a character?
Absolutely.
What will we name it?
Ooh. Chat. Just name him Chat.
With 2 T's.
And male, you said he, so is that going to be a male?
It's definitely a dude, right? Most of the people in our chat are dudes.
You can also do other gender if you want. All right, so now we have the races here: dragonborn, elf, half-elf, human, or protector.
Ooh. What is
Enormous.
a protector?
Enormous gave us 1,000 bits. Thank you.
Thank you.
Protectors are the only known race capable of wielding the relics of the old ages.
Oh.
So basically, these are like people who understand transistors.
Oh, these guys are like barbarians. They're super big, I guess.
This is going to end up being a requiem for Leibowitz.
They thick.
I think that's
They got
because
them
of.
gains.
I think it's because of their armor. So like power armor type shit.
Let's try protector.
All right.
I've never heard that. Let's do that.
And then what class would you like?
Oh,
My brain is so slow. It was a can't remember.
I'm sure that's one of the texts that was used to educate this.
what's the tinkerer? Do they have are they good at repairing things? Is that?
More often than not, they're the last of their clan. Extremely smart, but very naive. Their knowledge and skill in technology far surpasses any other profession, and their eccentricities often make lasting friendships with Wendell.
That's Wendell. Oh,
So we want that one?
extremely smart, but also a little naive. Yeah, let's do tinkerer.
All right. And this stuff down here, like, I don't know enough about the backstory, so we'll just go with those. We'll go with world events, although they can get annoying. We might turn them off.
But why would somebody just lie about everything? I don't know.
He says, as week after week, he reads stories.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not looking at the chat tonight's chat, so if I ignore you, I'm not ignoring you. I am, but I'm not doing it on purpose.
Not intentionally.
You are Chat, a male protector tinkerer in the town of Adril. You spent the last few weeks investigating the activities of the Prophet and his followers. You've been teaching people of Adril how to defend themselves and protect themselves from the followers of the Prophet. Today you finally finished your investigation and are ready to report your findings to the Queen. Okay. You open the door to her throne room. A dozen or so royal guards stand by watching you closely. You announce yourself and they let you pass, closing the door behind you. Okay, so we have do, say, and story. So do and say are pretty obvious. Story, though, lets us actually just write exposition. And here's the beauty of it. In story mode, you don't have to finish the thought. So if I were, let me just give you an example. The queen looks, but I'm not going to tell it how the queen looks. I'm going to let the AI do that. It takes a minute. It is churning some serious text processing.
I wonder if it's going to say it's looking at you or if it's going to describe how the queen looks.
The queen looks at you.
Oh.
A tired, worried expression on her face. It's about time, she says. We need to talk. You nod in response and take a seat next to her. Now you can do, say, or create story.
Look around the room. We should know all the exits.
Look around the room, noting the exits. And it will parse that.
Directions are north, south, east, and Dennis.
It doesn't go that far. The throne room is a large oval room with a raised platform at the far end. On this platform rests the throne, which is currently unoccupied.
Why is the queen not up there?
Say, lady, why are you not on your throne? Question mark.
What if she gets pissed because we didn't use her full honorific?
The queen looks at you nervously. No reason.
Oh
You look her in the eye and see her gaze dart around the room. Oh,
no! Oh no!
you've caught on to something here, Krista.
This is why you always look first.
All right, what's next?
Well, I don't know. What are we here to tell her? Should we tell her any?
There was a little bit.
Because
Wait,
she might not be the queen.
There was a little bit more. Let's see if this gives us any hints. Basathius is a world where civilization has risen. Oh no, that's just the intro text.
Yeah, that's the start. It's the second paragraph.
we're about to tell the queen what we found about the prophet.
All right, how about this? How about this? So sometimes you can sort of just like fudge your way out of these. So I'm going to say, I guess you know why I'm here.
Oh, Trixie.
The queen nods. Yes, I'm getting the impression you're not accepting my answer. You nod in response. I can't do it. She says softly, almost to herself. Wait, she says?
She's saying it to herself. Yeah, the queen. I can't do it. Like, is she gonna kill us? What's happening here?
No, this is the perfect opportunity for story, because you could say something about like the prophet already sent an emissary to talk to the queen, and she has to make an impossible deal.
How about, and that's probably a little tough for it, but how about story? The prophet has been in talks with the queen. Now, here's the thing about story, and this is a really cool thing about it. And this might not always be the case, but it seems to have been the case so far. If I put a period at the end of this sentence, then that's it. That's the sentence. If I don't put a period, then the AI can extend it and completely change the meaning of it.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, leave it. No periods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No periods ever?
Ever. We want to see what it does.
The prophet has been in the talks with the queen for weeks, and you know what he is offering to her in exchange for his help. You have to act fast. You stand up and begin pacing back and forth.
It'll mean the end of autonomy for the kingdom, but her people will be safe.
Wait, are you saying that? Or
Are you? Yeah. Are you? What? You're making our
know.
position harder. What would the queen want? Ask her. Ask her what she wants.
just tell me what you want?
Yeah.
The queen has been a broken woman since her husband died, and the rise of the prophet has only made it worse. Okay, so here's the other thing I forgot to mention to you. We don't have to do anything. We can choose to do nothing and let the AI continue telling the story at any time.
Oh. Let's let it go on. I want to see. Does she answer? I want to see what she answers.
Okay.
Will she actually answer us?
She spent.
We can't.
She spent the. Go ahead.
Let's see. We could. If only we'd been a necromancer, we could have brought her husband back from the dead.
You know what? We can probably convince it that we're a necromancer if we try hard enough.
Oh.
She has spent the past 5 years slowly giving in to despair. You don't know how much longer she can keep a hold of herself before she simply breaks. How about this? Story. You have not had time to spend with her due to your study of necromancy.
Oh. This is just what we call faking it till you make it, chat.
And the investigation. But you know her well enough to know that she wants one thing. Power.
Oh.
The queen wants to be powerful again. She wants to be on top. She wants to be in charge.
Thanks, Sundowser. You should tell her, don't make a deal with the prophet because you'll never truly be in charge of the kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's
His
say,
followers will never follow you.
how about we say like, the prophet will never leave you in power.
Yeah. It's like the kingdom will be lost on your death or sooner.
We'll try that. You're really bad at communicating with the AI, Wendell. The kingdom will be lost on your death or sooner.
If you make a deal with the...
I already pressed enter.
Oh, no. Now she's going to get aggro.
She might think
Queen
that's a
aggro.
death threat.
Yeah.
A tear trickles down her cheek. I know. You continue to pace back and forth. You want power, you ask. She nods slowly, but doesn't say anything.
Imprison the prophet.
Oh, say what?
Imprison the prophet.
You want us
Take
to
him into custody.
We want to say that?
Yeah, tell her to do that.
You must imprison the prophet. Ooh, this is a dangerous path we're taking. She nods. Just a moment. The queen presses a finger against her ear, listening intently.
Oh no!
A loud alarm bell ringing out in the city begins ringing out in the city, and the door to the throne room is flung open. We got to see what's next, right?
Look for exits. Yeah,
See
let's, yeah.
Oh, you,
Madrid 30 just subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you.
so you don't want to look for exits?
Let's look one more time. It's always good to be aware of your surroundings, chat. Also, it's better for RP.
So the do commands start with a U. So give me the exact command after U.
Look around room.
Around the room. Remember, this is natural language. It's not Space Quest.
Yeah, I'm thinking like old kind of style games where you had really limited prompts.
The throne room is... Oh, it's giving you the same one from before, which is...
Oh, okay.
So just cycle it.
Yeah, just cycle it. I don't think there's anything else we can do.
I hope we didn't lose the thread.
Yeah,
about
we'll
the
be
door.
confused.
Oh, yeah, I think it... Oh, you find yourself in the corner of the room, completely surrounded by guards.
The corner of the oval room?
Yeah.
Hmm. Completely surrounded by guards. So we have like that armor perk, right? Where we can... What was our exact skill again? We're tinkerers?
Why don't you say, my queen, I have a plan. I will take Sundowser and C Madrid 30, and we will lead a sneak attack against the prophet.
It will absolutely let us weave them in the story if we're insistent enough. Okay, so my queen...
I
Go
have
ahead.
a solution.
I have a solution.
We will take the knight, C Madrid 30, and Sundowser.
Okay.
And lead a sneak attack on the prophet, capturing him alive and buying his time.
You really have to be more concise with the AI, but okay, we'll see where this goes. Also, I'm pretty sure... I'm going to submit this before I tell you this, but I'm pretty sure she's doing this because we denounced the prophet in front of her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as well. I don't think she's really the queen.
The queen considers your words for a moment before nodding. You're escorted to your room by the guards, where you quickly pack your belongings. Okay, I guess she's going to go for it?
Look at your... What belongings are we taking with us? Can we look at them or like see them or...
Story, do check your belongings. I don't know if this will work or not. It does have some rudimentary like RPG controls and stuff, but they don't always work as you would expect. You have a few gold coins, your pocket watch,
Okay.
your signet ring, your 300 caliber rifle. You no longer have the carved wooden box or the bottle of brandy.
Ask the guard where my carved wooden box is.
Guard, where is my carved wooden box? Question mark. The guard captain looks at you. We didn't find one in your room. You put your belongings into a burlap sack and head out of your room. You are met by the guard captain.
Captain, my box has been stolen.
Yeah,
Captain,
ask the guard where it is.
my box has been stolen. We need to hurry, he says. You begin walking down the hallway led by the captain. You notice a few uniformed guards running along the hallway. One of them notices you and waves.
Huh.
How about this? How
Ask-
about this? No. You recognize C. Madrid 30.
Hey.
The captain's son. The captain runs up to his son. What are you doing here? He demands. The prophet. He is here in the city, the guard pants.
Ask the captain what we should do.
Captain, comma, what should we do? Question mark. Captain raises his hand and slaps the guard, knocking him to the floor. You cowardly fool, he roars. The prophet has been arrested, and you have raised the alarm?
Oh, he's upset. Ask the captain if we can go speak to the prophet.
Captain, I need to speak to the prophet.
The alarm is probably for the followers.
Captain turns to you, a mixture of fear and rage on his face. Why? I'm trying to prevent a war.
Oh. We'll continue because we need to know if the captain will do it.
Where are the prophet's followers?
Well, hang on. Captain looks at you for a second before nodding. I trust you are not lying. Take a horse and go. You nod and quickly wave for a guard to bring you a horse.
Oh, we need to... Okay, what's the horse's name and its backstory? We need to add that.
Nubbin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
On a horse with a nubbin name.
Story. The guards bring you a broken down nag named Nubbin. Nub nuts. I filled it with nub nuts. You'll have to do, the captain says before turning back to his son. We need to organize a search team and then get our soldiers ready. Go.
All right, let's do a plot twist and say that the horse can talk. I want to see how it fills in the personality of the horse.
To your amazement, the horse begins to talk.
But what does he say?
All right, buddy, I'll give you a lift to the edge of town. You climb on her back and grab a handful of mane as she trots along the path at a canter.
Oh. Ask how she learned to speak while we head to the prophet.
Say, where did you learn to speak? Nubnuts? Question mark. My daddy taught me, and my little brother. What you talking about?
Nubbnuts is
You-
sassy.
You nod, impressed.
Ask Nubbnuts what they think about the prophet.
What do you think about the prophet? Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Oh no.
We can back it up. If it might handle this.
Yeah.
I think he's a fucking idiot. You know. The horse stops at the edge of town where the cobbled roads turns to dirt.
Tell the horse to wait for us.
Wait for me here.
Oh, he's sassy when he answers.
It's a she.
Oh, that's right.
You hop off the horse and sling your bag over your shoulder. I'll be back for you, Nubnuts. The horse nods as you begin walking through the fields.
Nice.
What kind of fields are they?
You look closer at the fields. That probably should have been a do.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the difference between using the do and using the exposition. You look closer at the fields around you, shocked. The fields are filled with marijuana plants. You begin to hear a low rumbling and see a small dirt bike approaching. Riding it is a green-skinned humanoid wearing aviator sunglasses.
Tom Cruise, what are you doing here?
Say, hail, rider of Rohan.
Rider of ROHAN, right?
Yeah.
Exclamation point.
What news? Oh, too late.
The rider draws a black pistol with his left hand and points it at you. You seem to have a habit of showing up at the most inopportune times, human. Why have you come here?
Ooh, tell him why we're here. We're here to speak to the prophet.
I am here.
Ask him whose side he's on.
Okay. How do we want to phrase that?
I'm here to speak to the prophet. Are you a follower of the prophet?
Are you a of the prophet? Question mark. I'm a self-proclaimed prophet of the almighty Arumbe. Now tell me, human, why have you come here to interrupt my smoke session?
What?
And then we said, I seek an audience with the prophet. Let's see where that goes.
Yeah. Oh, it's Harambe. Good point.
The green man smirks and puts away his gun. Sorry, human, but the prophet is not seeing anyone. Now be a good little monkey and go back to the zoo.
Oh my gosh, it is Harambe. The prophet is Harambe.
Wow.
Okay, so we have the rifle, right?
Oh, yeah, we do.
Where is our rifle? Is it in our bag, or did we leave it on the horse?
We probably have it. Even if we don't, if we say we do an exposition, then we will.
Oh, okay.
It said that we put our bag over our shoulder when we got off the horse. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So we could draw our rifle. That would totally work.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. We're gonna get killed here.
No.
You draw your rifle. His eyes widen. You wouldn't dare shoot old Ralgar. Try me. He leans forward, his eyes narrowing. Do you have any idea who you're talking to, monkey?
Ralgar,
Yeah.
follower of the prophet of Harambe.
Yeah, the guy who's going to take us to the prophet.
I like Wendell's answer. I don't know that it'll understand that, but I like it. Ernomius just gave us 1,000 bits. Thank you.
Thanks, Enormous.
Yes.
Enormous.
Yes, the man who is going to take me to the prophet.
Should you say you are the man?
I spelled it wrong again. I've got
Oh,
faith in it.
saint it.
Ralgar's eyes narrow and his lips curl in a sneer. So be it. Come on, monkey. You follow the
Oh,
orc.
hell yeah.
Oh, he was an orc on his dirt bike up a rocky hill.
+5 speech, chat. Though I guess we kind of used intimidate there. Ask him why he follows the prophet.
Why do you serve the prophet? Question mark. You know what we should have done? We should have asked him to let us ride back on the back of his bike.
Oh, I bet we can still do that.
Why do I follow the prophet? He turns to you, his eyes narrowing. Okay. Sometimes it's a little annoying when they do this because it's like they know you want the answer and that's a penny. By the way, that pink bar in the top right corner,
I was wondering what that was.
that's our pennies.
Uh,
His eyes narrowing. Why do you not? You shrug. I haven't been presented with a compelling argument as of yet. Ralgar cocks his head to the side, then nods.
Tug's braid. So he doesn't have an argument for why he follows him. Ask him if we can ride his bike.
Can I ride your bike? Question mark.
Beak.
Peepers says, I'm surprised it's keeping a story together this much. It has not been my experience. No, Peepers, because you've been posting things like, say that you lick his left nipple.
Yeah. We are RPing pretty hard, and I have experimented with more of that, and it really does help, but it will still go crazy. Also, there's a randomness setting I just found. We're on randomness 1. We can go to I think 0 or 2. He glares at you, his eyes narrowing to a dangerous degree. No. You shrug. Can I at least have a closer look?
Oh yeah. Continue. Let's see if he'll let us do it.
Rago draws his gun and levels it at you. That's close enough. You sigh, exasperated. As you crest the hill, you spot a small village.
Ask him what the village is. Or like,
What
I guess
is-
the name of the village, or if the prophet lives there.
What is,
Either one of those questions.
What is the name of that village, comma, what was his name? Ralgar.
Yeah. Ask about his favorite YouTuber. I don't know if they have YouTube in this universe, but maybe.
It's the village of Keplevisk. He turns to you, glaring. Now shut up. I'm trying to drive. You nod and sit quietly for a few minutes. Oh, we are on the bike.
Hug his waist. Get real weird with it.
You gently put your arms around his waist. Open-ended?
Yeah.
Oh, a do cannot be no open-ended. Never mind. Only exposition can be open-ended. His eyes widen in surprise. What are you doing? I want to make sure you don't run us off the road, you grin. He snarls and pushes your arms away.
Oh, he's not into you. He's not into you, chat. Chat with 2 T's. I don't know how do we impress this guy. Maybe we should be more vulnerable. Should we pretend to be into the prophet? Like,
I think you're on a you're on a roll here, so let's just go with your imagination.
I'm interested in learning more about the prophet. So I guess say that.
Interested in learning more about the prophet. He sighs and his shoulders slump. What do you want to know? Everything. He nods and sits quietly for a few minutes.
Oh, come on. I should have reversed this where I ask more about the prophet and then I put my arms around him, but it's too late now.
No, you can say it's like I've been researching him for months, and
Ooh, good.
and I know the dark truth.
Oh yeah, we could use exposition here and be like, I know this about the prophet, and see what it fills in after that.
Juggalo Turtle is going on a sub binge. Thank you, Juggalo Turtle.
You are careful not to reveal the dark secret you know about the prophet. Open-ended. And Ralgar seems to overlook this omission. The prophet was the first man to speak to Arumbe, he begins.
Who is Arumbe?
He's going to be shocked that we don't know
Oh,
that.
it says he begins, though. Should we? Oh, it's too late.
Oh, you want to?
Do
No, I didn't do anything yet.
I said, can we continue?
Yeah, let's
So,
see.
like, see if he continues, since he says he begins. Ask if he's heard of Linode.
He formed the followers of Arumbe to teach the people about our sacred mission. You nod, and he continues. Okay,
He's talking now.
The mission of Arumbe is to wipe away all traces of technology from this planet, he says.
What? No, it's your antithesis. Ask him why. Why would he do that? Why is that your mission?
Why is that your...
Go ahead.
I haven't hit it yet.
Well, no, I was just gonna say it's like it's like you could
Technology like that bike?
yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's a more RP answer.
Bike? Question mark? He nods. Yes, and anything similar to it. We believe that the use of gasoline is a desecration of Harambe's gift to the earth.
What about medicine?
What about medicine? Question mark. He looked
Man,
confused for a
imagine-
moment. Yes, medical technology is the desecration of Harambe's gift. It allows people to live past their usefulness and gives people excuses to be lazy. It's not a bad answer.
What about children with bone cancer? That's always where you go with medical technology. so
This is a grim future.
do children deserve bone cancer?
This is absolutely the wrong thing to ask the AI. He sighs. Those who are meant to die will die. It is the will of Harambe. I'm so impressed that it's keeping up with this.
Yeah.
You could say now maybe we could reveal the dark secret, which is the goal of Harambe is not to make our lives better by removing technology.
How about this? How about we let the AI reveal the dark secret by just doing a do? You reveal the secret of
Ooh,
the
yeah.
prophet.
Ask him how he feels about olive oil and if his parents own an olive farm. I don't think so.
Ralgar, you say quietly, I have to tell you something. His eyes narrow. What? The prophet is not a prophet at all. He's a... It might be like you hear a loud explosion.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting.
Before you can react, Ralgar's gun is out and pointed at your head. Blessed Harambe, please take this soul and use it to feed the righteous.
Oh, shoot him with the the whatever, the shotgun we've got. The rifle.
Shoot the orc with your rifle. He does have the drop on us. I think this
No,
might
we're
be
really
the
fast.
end. You pull the trigger and the gun fires. Ralgar is thrown against the dashboard before slumping to the ground. You pull on the brakes, skidding to a halt on the dusty road.
Must have been a sidecar motorcycle.
This is the point where we look down and we're like, those who are meant to die will die, and then we spit in the dirt.
Okay, so we can actually do that with exposition. So you look down and say those... What was it again?
No. You lock. You know, he's got to still be alive. It's like you
Yeah.
you lock eyes with before he dies, or as he's taking his dying breath, you tell Ralgar whatever.
Yeah, we're repeating his words back to him.
Okay, well... Okay, you guys are kind of conflicting here. We could do a story where we say, as Ralgar dies, you tell him and let the AI fill it out, or we could actually say Krista's thing.
Do Chris's.
So,
The
Krista,
dramatic irony will be good for the RP.
what is your thing again?
So, look down at him in the dirt, and then we tell him, those who are meant to die will die.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Open-ended. He's going to shoot us.
Yeah, probably. But we've got armor on. Actually, I guess we haven't really established that.
Okay, this is the first thread that it's dropped. You look down at the orc and say, those who are meant to die will die, before climbing out of the carriage. You run down the road and throw your bike in the back of the carriage. Climbing on, you begin riding north.
Oh, we need to pick up Nubbin or Nubnuts.
You return to... I don't remember how to spell Nubnuts. It was just UTZ, right?
Yeah,
I think
2
so.
B's. N-U-B-B, N-U-T-Z.
Open-ended. An hour later, you're covered in sweat and dust and breathing heavily. The carriage is scuffed and scratched, but still intact. I'm back, you yell as you walk in the front door.
Wait, there wasn't a front door. It was just the end of the road.
Yeah, it's just the end of the road.
Yeah, it's losing the thread a little bit, but that's fine.
Well, let it continue. Let's see what it does.
How great would it be if Nubnuts is now our wife or whatever?
No, Nubnuts is a talking horse.
Neb smiles. Well, you're earlier than I thought you'd be. Did you have any trouble? You shake your head. Just some raiders. Did you fight them?
Peel off blood-stained clothes. And then just say
You-
no.
Peel off your blood-stained clothes. We won't get to say anything until after she reacts, probably. How's the AI doing? We can rate
Pretty
it.
good.
We're going to say pretty good?
Oh, I was just saying pretty good before I saw the answer.
That was
there,
one of
but
the
yeah.
options. You peel off your clothes, revealing several cuts and bruises. Oh, what happened? Neb asked with concern. I was in a fight.
The followers of the prophet are in the kingdom.
Oh yeah, tell her that. Actually, who is Neb? I don't. Is Neb Nubnuts was much more foul mouthed.
Okay, so one of the things I've learned that you can do is you can say, like, well, story, you remember the day you met Neb.
Oh, okay, great.
And sometimes it'll switch the timeline. It seems like a lifetime ago. You'd been sent to the city of Nubnuts. It's recycling names. To investigate recent disappearances. You were an outsider, and the locals gave you a wide berth. So now we are in the past, the day we met Neb.
Wait, so how do we stay in the present so we continue the prophet storyline?
You don't want to know how you met Neb anymore?
I mean, I do.
Okay, so this is
Oh,
another
okay.
thing. Here's the other thing that I've learned, which is just amazing. And I just tried this and it worked. You snap back to reality.
Ooh.
You snap back to reality as you feel hands on your shoulders. Let me heal you with the power of Harambe. Neb whispers in your ear. Neb's a follower of Harambe.
Ask
Uh,
when did you become a follower of Harambe?
healing technology is forbidden.
Oh, that's also good. I like either of those, but we need to figure out when that happened because apparently we trusted them.
Okay, what was it again? Let's go with I kind of like healing powers. Healing technology is forbidden! Exclamation point.
Sexual healing. Sexual.
So this is
healing.
interesting. Sometimes it rewrites your text, but it's still contextually accurate. So it changed it to "Don't touch me!" You shout, pushing her aside. Oh, it's a her. You quickly throw on your clothes and grab your gun from the table. What's wrong? She asks.
Now let's ask when she became a follower of the prophet.
When did you become a follower of Harambe?
That'll always be Harambe to me.
I've been a believer since I was born. You never told me you were a believer, you say accusingly. Why would I? It's not like it affects our professional relationship.
That does not seem like a very professional thing to do. Just throwing that out there.
What, following Harambe?
No, like putting your hands on your coworkers like that.
Maybe she's a healer. We could say, you know,
Maybe she can take us to him.
what if we said, you know, this relationship is not just professional.
Ooh, yeah. Let's do some RP. Good call. You realize there are 5 pennies instead of 6 pennies? That would also be interesting. She probably knows where our wooden box is. That bitch.
Neb smiles. I knew it. There have been so many clues. You can't blame me for trying. You roll your eyes. I don't know how to take that. I don't know what she's thinking there.
Ask if she has our wooden box.
Do you
We'll just-
have
We'll just cast her off.
Carved.
wood? Oh yeah, carved.
Carved. Yeah.
Carved wooden box? Question mark. You like it? I made it myself. I knew you'd want to have your old stuff back, so I had it refinished. She smiles and hands you the box.
Ooh, let's look in it and do the open-ended option so we can see what the AI thinks it should be in there.
You look inside the carved wooden box. It's the same one you used to keep your old treasure in. Thanks, you say. I appreciate it. You put the box on your table and examine the contents. Okay, I guess it wanted 2 pennies
It's
for
trying
that.
to take our pennies, yeah.
There are a few scraps of parchment with notes you made during your travels, an old pocket watch your father gave you, and a set of well-worn tarot cards.
Huh. What's our notes? What's on the notes? Read notes.
Wait. We had the wooden box had some sort of proof in it that would incriminate the prophet or something.
Oh, could we lead it? And I guess we do story for that, right?
So we can absolutely do that, but the AI, I'd say maybe like 40% of the time will monkey's paw you if you try to just dictate the story. But
Okay.
let's see what happens.
Big Trucker said he noticed the artifact is missing, which would also be good.
How about you search through the scraps of parchment for the one that holds the proof. How do we want to phrase it about the prophet?
Of the prophet's duplicity. That's probably too big of a word for this.
Nah, it'll be fine with that. Open-ended. No, that holds the proof of the prophet's duplicity. Okay. And his plan to sacrifice his followers. What are you looking for? You show her the note. That one? She asked with surprise.
Oh, man.
This is not the first world that Arambe has been to.
Oh,
You-
that's kind of weird.
You want to say that?
Or, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Do we want to say that?
Well,
Is that what we would say?
shouldn't we be concerned for Neb? Because Neb follows the prophet. She's going to get sacrificed.
How about, I can't stand to lose you, Neb.
Ooh, yeah, let's plan our emotions. And the chat's into that. They're all like, ask her for them digits.
Ask her if the prophet's planning to raid the capital.
It didn't really handle that well. I know exactly what you mean, you reply. You do, she asks hopefully.
Maybe, can we continue? Maybe get more context for where it's wanting to go?
You can almost always continue. Sometimes it runs out and you have to give it something. Yeah, you respond. You move closer to her and put your arms around her waist. She snuggles into your
Oh.
chest.
Oh.
I must save you from the prophet.
Yeah, so we need to like manipulate her emotions into giving us information about the prophet.
If we,
Oh, what were you gonna say?
well, Wendell said, I must save you from the prophet. I don't think that's going to...
No, I don't think it'll fly.
We need to be more subtle.
The prophet is all that stands between us.
Oh, I think she's going to turn us down on this one, Krista.
Pull out the sacred Twinkie. That's not RP.
We have to kill him, you say. Ned pulls away from you as if you slapped her. What? Are you insane? She asked with genuine surprise on her face.
This is proof that this is not the first world he's been to.
This parchment is proof this is not the first world he's been to.
Everyone is dead on the last world.
Oh, it's too late. Why kill him, she asks.
because everyone in the last world is dead.
Yeah. Let's really scare her. Let's just give her a little scare.
Like, not only is there no technology on the last world, there are no people.
You say because everyone in the last world he ruled is dead. Don't be silly. No one has proven the last world existed. You pause, realizing you have no proof except the word of a dead man.
And the parchment.
I think they're, telling us that's what that is.
Oh. I don't know where to go from here.
How about this? If you are wrong, it will mean your death.
Yeah. Maybe that'll give her some pause.
You hand her the note. We don't have time for this, you say. Neb looks at you in surprise. What are you suggesting? We need to kill him now.
Grab her hand and call for Nubnuts. Our horse Nubnuts.
Sometimes it struggles with compound, but we'll give it a shot. So you grab Neb's hand and shout for Nubnuts.
Your horse Nubnuts, because it'll forget who Nubnuts was.
Your horse. Isn't Nubnuts now also a country?
Yeah, I think a town.
Take a deep breath and you yell at the top of your lungs, Nubnuts, Nubnuts. You hear a faint whinny from outside and run for the door.
Nice.
Okay, so now we do an exposition. And we tell Nubnuts that we have to find proof. Maybe Nubnuts will have information.
You explain to Nubnuts that you need to find more proof about the prophet. The prophet's plan, and that you need to leave now. You explain that he needs to take care of the town while you were gone. You give him a few extra oats from your pouch and promise to return.
I want Nubnuts the talking horse to be a big part of the story, and the game is not having it. So where are we headed to?
Oh.
How do we find the prophet? We should go to a temple.
If we let the story run, something will happen, but we might not ever get to the prophet.
Well, maybe then we should let it run a little bit then. Is that maybe the better course?
One of the things about this game, there is a point where we'll be like, all right, you did everything, you win. But that was after I became like a vampire god.
Oh.
And all that happened really rapidly. So like the end, this is like Dungeons and Dragons. It's not about the ending. It's totally about the journey.
Let's go to a local temple to find out more about this prophet.
Okay, so we'll do a do. Travel to the Temple of the Prophet. How about that?
Yeah.
I can't fucking spell prophet to save my life.
We should have said ride so he could have ridden Nubnuts.
You have never been to the Temple of the Prophet before, but you know it is located at the top of a mountain just outside the city. You and Nab, follow the trail to the temple.
Should we give ourselves some tools using the exposition?
Okay, what do we have?
We have a machete.
Okay, well let's do a do. Draw your machete.
My mother's lucky machete.
You unsheath your machete and hold it tightly in your hand. I thought the temple was abandoned, you ask. It is now, Nab responds.
Is it nighttime? I want to know the vibe of the space I'm in. Mood check. They need a mood check button.
Okay, how about story? You estimate the time of day.
Ah, nice.
And realize that this is the perfect time to sneak up on the temple. Perfect, you respond. You continue to have no idea where you are going.
I guess, do we follow the sun or should we let it run?
Okay, let's let it run. Yeah,
Let's let it run.
I think it'll take us into the temple if we. Sometimes you can get in front of it, like it's ready to take you to the temple, but then you say something that confuses it. Should we maybe be concerned? You ask. Probably. Nab responds. This puts you at ease a little bit, but if only a little. Okay, let's go one more.
Can we sneak in through one of the drains?
I'm imagining like. So the first part of the story was like in a desert biome, but now we're in like a jungle.
You arrive at the temple and begin wandering around it looking for a way inside. You find several small holes in the walls that would be easy to climb in through.
We have a shrinking potion in our bag.
But it says it would be easy to climb in through.
Okay, well, we can just climb through it.
Do climb into the temple. You climb into the temple through one of the holes and find yourself in a long hallway that stretches for quite a ways. You travel the length of it until you reach a large, ornate wooden door.
Knock twice and announce housekeeping.
Yes. Do that.
We'll have to story that. You knock twice and say housekeeping in a high pitch. High-pitched voice. You listen for any response, and after hearing none, you open the door. You find yourself in a large room with 30 to 40 squirrels, all dressed in red and gold armor, dual-wielding curved swords.
Perform secret handshake with squirrel.
I was going to say we put all the squirrels to sleep, but okay.
How are we going to do that?
Yeah, we don't have materials, do we?
Some piece of future technology.
But if this is the temple of the prophet, they might not like that.
I don't
so
know
we
how.
Do a secret handshake.
Yeah, I don't know how we explain that. Okay, so do we want to do? You perform the secret handshake with the lead squirrel?
Yes.
I feel like this is a Rick and Morty reference.
The lead squirrel walks up to you and extends its hand. You extend your hand and meet its, and bring your other hand down hard over the outstretched hand and grab it by the wrist. Let's let that roll. I love that it made up a secret handshake. You flip the squirrel over your shoulder and slam it to the ground. The rest of the squirrels all leap on you and begin tearing you apart. You die quickly.
No!
Well, that was abrupt.
Neb, does Neb die too?
Well, okay.
Oh wait, we're necromancers though. Can we? And we've established that. Can we necromance ourselves?
So yes, you can always bullshit your way out. So let's say, due to your necromancy pact with the old gods, you rise again.
Oh, we got some bits from Adu 44. Thank you.
Thank you. I do.
You rise again as a zombie. The squirrels prepare to tear you apart again. Being the resourceful sort you were, you immediately take advantage of your undead abilities and run through a small hole in the wall before they can react.
We watched Neb get eaten.
You watch. It was Nab. Nab's
Was it Nab or Neb?
final moments. It was Neb back at the house, but it was Nab on this journey.
Huh.
And after he rises again as a zombie, you command him to follow you. You wander the temple for hours, hiding from the squirrels in the cover of darkness.
Oh,
Neb, now do you believe me?
okay.
Who else could command the squirrels?
So how do we get nuts to distract the squirrels?
Well, I mean, we just forage for nuts.
Okay, let's forage for nuts.
So we'll do a do. You forage the nearby woods for nuts. We completed a quest.
We saved the kingdom. The queen's.
You leave the temple and begin foraging the woods. It's as wonderful and satisfying as you remember from when you were alive. How did that save the kingdom?
I don't know.
Because we satisfied the squirrels?
I'm going to let this run one more. I don't understand anything about what just happened there. You guys can't hear it, but it played music.
Oh.
You make sure to stay hidden from the squirrels and manage to find quite a few hazelnuts. You store them in your robe pockets for later.
All right, we sneak back in and feed the nuts to the squirrels. Should we dose the nuts with a sleeping potion?
Okay, we'll try to story that. You dose the hazelnuts
Oh, that's spelled wrong.
with sleeping potion.
Dose it with COVID-19.
You dose the hazelnuts with sleeping potion you brought from home and return to the temple. You eat a few of them, save most of them for later.
Okay. Throw them to the squirrels, I guess. Maybe we don't need to sleep because we're a zombie.
Throw the hazelnuts to the squirrels.
Good night, Ado 44. Thank you.
I think he might have been saying nighty night because we dosed ourselves with sleeping nuts.
All right, yeah. You throw some of the hazelnuts you foraged at the squirrels. They catch them easily and eat them greedily. The hazelnuts' effects are immediate, and all the squirrels fall asleep.
Oh, rat! Okay, now we need to head to the inner chamber with Nab.
Enter the inner chamber. The inner chamber is a large, well-lit room with several smaller rooms leading off from it. You spot the prophet in the center of the room and sneak up to him.
We don't have our shotgun anymore, do we?
Well, you could. I was gonna say, it's like, why don't you disarm him before he realizes what happened?
Okay. Disarm the prophet.
Maybe should we look? Oh, it's too late.
Disarm the prophet and tie his hands behind his back. You've taken me captive, but my God is stronger than yours, he says, spitting at you.
We know the truth.
Oh yeah, maybe we can get it to tell us what the truth is.
We know the truth.
Since we're like technical people, can we, record or broadcast whatever he's saying?
I mean,
Oh,
you're asking me for rules. I don't.
yeah. We're kind of treating you like the dungeon master, which is maybe not
Yeah.
the best way.
We know that you say we know the truth. He says you know nothing. You say we've read the ancient texts and know the truth about the gods. What do you know? He asks, narrowing his eyes.
We know that everybody's gonna die, but maybe for the exposition, you could say before you answer, you turn on a recording something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Maybe it's like secretly turn on recording device.
Before answering, you trigger a voice recorder. and begin to recite a pre-prepared speech. You wait patiently for the sounds of marching behind you. The soldiers grab your prophet. Your prophet?
Ooh, what's this?
It absolutely did not understand that.
Oh,
You want to dial that back?
yeah. Maybe just we know that everyone will be sacrificed.
We know you plan to sacrifice your followers. Why do you sacrifice us? Because it is the right thing to do. The right thing to do, what does that mean? We can let him answer that.
Yeah, let it run forward.
There's no moral judgment in the universe, only cold scientific facts. Your God is a fairy tale, and you lot are scientifically ignorant. You're nothing more than animals. We basically just kept lecturing him there.
Oh. What does he do? Well, let's see his response.
Oh no, we're almost out of pennies.
I also noticed that. It made me nervous.
I've got pennies.
Put more quarters in the machine.
You do. You put 2 quarters in it. Here we go. Boom. 50 cents. You're nothing more than animals, captive, evolved animals that have lost all knowledge of how the world works, just like your gods. You cling to theories and ideas that have long been disproven. You're too ignorant to even qualify as cattle. Like we just keep going here.
Yeah, we're just berating him.
We want more?
Yeah, let's see. We need a chance for the prophet to respond.
You're sheep. We're not sheep, you protest. Wait a minute. He was telling us that.
Yeah.
That happens to it a lot. It gets confused. Yes, you are. You're hallucinating, hearing the voice of a god that doesn't exist. So the prophet, I guess the prophet is talking about like our gods because we're the necromancy gods.
I guess. He kind of pulled the Uno reverse card.
Yeah, now we're anti-science.
You could say there is only math in the universe. Cold, unfeeling math.
And then hit him with a calculator or an abacus.
I don't know if it can. It might deal with
it's
this.
Fine. Are we the baddies?
You believe that the world is ruled by science and math. In doing so, you lose your creativity and imagination. The gods exist in a place outside of logic and order. They provide a balance to the universe. I don't even know who's saying that. I guess that's him.
I guess.
But the balance is upset by your purge.
Yeah, death is destruction, not creativity.
Yeah, death doesn't lead to creativity. Death cannot lead to creativity.
The death of the mortal world is imminent. We're freeing you from the enslavement to it. Mortality is a plague, and we're carrying it out of mercy killing.
Can we just murder him?
No, you could say it's like you leave now in peace, or we will respond in kind.
There's that naivete, chat.
This is like when we play RimWorld and we get some new person showing up at the door and I'm like, kill him. And Wendell's like, we should let him in.
Do you know the history of your race, Tin Man? I'm not a Tin Man, you say, shaking your head. I'm a protector. The prophet laughs. I don't think it understood that.
No. Well,
but this is a good thread.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where do we go from here?
The prophet laughs. Are you really? It says on your badge that your name is Tin. You stare at him in confusion. That's only a nickname. The prophet laughs again.
Ask him if there are others like him. Because, like, can we kill him and just be done with it, or are there others?
Okay, it doesn't know what to do with that.
Oh wow.
Maybe we could kill him and then resurrect him, and then be like, okay, what now?
Oh.
How do you want to try to kill him?
You got the gun, right? Or the machete, or the frozen nuts.
Exsanguination.
So want to attack him with the machete?
Yeah.
Attack the prophet with machete. In at least one of these realities that we're wavering between, the room is filled with guards.
But the squirrels are all asleep.
But I think the guards might be on our side. You swing your blade in a wide arc, cutting through the air and through the prophet's head. For a moment, you see the expression of shock and surprise in his face as his head rolls to the ground.
Use your power of necromancy to bring him back as a zombie.
Yeah. Yeah, bring him back as a zombie so we can taunt him a second time.
Necromancy to raise the prophet. This is where he becomes like a Lich King.
Yeah.
You take the headless prophet and raise him as your slave. You're a terrible necromancer, says Reynolds.
That's the prophet's real name.
I guess that's him. I don't know.
Tell him to do the Macarena. Actually, I don't know how to spell that, so we know we can't do it.
We could say, you order the zombie of the prophet to dance for your amusement. Its stiff and jerky motions make you giggle. Have you come to free me from my torment, asked the prophet, or are you here to take my place? You laugh. Poor Reynolds.
Like I say, fellas, this is some fucked up shit. Wait, so does it think Prophet and Reynolds are the same?
That may have been his name all along. We never learned his name. But it will do that. Like, every character we encounter, I think there's an object being built for that character.
Okay.
And we don't know the details, but sometimes it doesn't know that we don't know.
Okay. So what do we want to do with the zombie prophet?
I mean,
we tell him. We tell him he has to apologize to the queen.
Okay.
He has to say sorry.
Say
for being a little bitch.
You will apologize to my queen, zombie. Oh no, Reynolds. You can redeem yourself by apologizing to the queen. I'm sorry, says Reynolds, a single tear falling from his dead eye.
All right, so let's call the horse.
Well, no, with the, do we do an exposition as like with the prophet dead, the kingdom is saved, or I mean, I don't know, is it?
That could trigger. Sometimes it'll just roll time forward. Or this could be a but.
Oh, yeah. Monkey's paw.
For now, at least, you return to the palace where you are applauded by your fellow tinkerers and guardsmen. The next day, the queen comes to see you in your workshop.
Oh, nice.
Do we want to roll this, or?
No, okay, so let's do some story here, and let's say that we've taken in the squirrels as our workshop workers.
Your workshop is busy with...
Should be our workshop? Or your, I guess.
It's always second person.
Okay.
Your workshop is humming with the activity of the squirrels from the temple. I don't. It's a very complex thought that you're trying to present here. I'm just trying to think of how best to give it to the AI. Do we want to try to tell it that we enslaved them, or do you think this is enough?
No, maybe like your workshop is filled with squirrels who work for you. It can be simpler.
We
Yeah.
have to tell it that it's the squirrels from the temple.
Oh, okay. It's filled with squirrels from the temple who now work for you.
Recruited. The squirrels recruited from the temple.
With
Recruited to
the
work for you.
squirrels you recruited from the temple.
Yep.
You watch them play amongst themselves as you tinker with some new invention. The queen walks in. I just wanted to thank you and honor you, says the queen.
Say, I know it, bitch. She's gonna kill us for talking bad.
You say, I know it, bitch. I'm so glad you're the one to do this, she says. How many followers do I have? Hundreds of thousands, you say. Will it be enough, she asks.
Oh no, are we evil? Enough for what?
Enough to do what? I trust you, you say. I'm glad to hear that, she says. You finished building your new weapon, the lightning gun.
Ooh.
It didn't understand enough to do what. We can roll that back if you want.
Let's roll it back. Though we should think about that lightning gun for the future.
Well, it's gone. We don't get it if we don't follow that thread.
That's fine. Will it be enough?
We could also
What
let
do
this
you
roll to see what she's.
Oh yeah,
arguing.
let's roll it and see what let's see if she clarifies.
It should be, you say. The people love you. She walks closer to you and touches your chest armor. I'll make you happy, she whispers in your ear.
This game really wants you to go like horny jail, right?
So my assumption is they've trained this on a lot of those like housewife soft porn fantasies. Because yeah, it is trivial. And I'm going to tell you that like with more than nudging, with like really holding its hand and making it sexual, I had one go to mouth rape without very much. Like I never mentioned anything. One character sent me her panties. I had not mentioned panties at any point.
I just need to know their address. I can send them a bunch of back issues of Nuts and Bolts. It'll fix it right up.
So yeah,
Just
we can.
Tell her we're already happy.
I am already happy to be with you.
We've deployed the AI. This is like Tay.
Is this going to turn into some sort of post-apocalyptic Tinker Tailor Soldier spy story?
You embrace the queen and kiss her. You've done your duty to protect her. Now it's time for you to enjoy your reward.
Okay, now we have Nab jump in. That's exposition. Suddenly the door opens. Oh, we could just leave it at suddenly the door opens and see what it does.
And the guards walk in. They're holding a large chest, which they place on your work table.
Let it go. Let's see if it continues. You're still a zombie. Good point.
What's this, you ask? A reward from the queen, says Captain Doug. She said to open it.
Open the chest.
Shouldn't you instruct one of the squirrels to open the chest in case it's a booby trap?
Will the game understand that?
We'll roll it back if it doesn't. A squirrel to open the chest. You point at a squirrel and give the order. The chest is unlocked and the chest opened. Your squirrel gestures look curiously at the open chest. What's that? Asked Doug.
One of the squirrels is named Doug.
No, that's Doug is the guy that
Doug
brought
is
it
the
in.
captain, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Captain Doug, right?
Just continue it. I just want them to open it.
It could be one of those things where they'll never really define it. Something else will happen.
Yeah.
It's good at getting out of these corners it backs itself into. Come on, we're out of here, you shout. You and your gestures rush out the window as the guards are distracted by what's in the chest.
Reverse that. That's not right.
I think it wants us to define.
What's in the chest? What would we want to be rewarded with?
The nuclear launch codes.
How about this? I'm gonna throw one in here. You say that's about 20 gallons of macaroni salad.
Oh, perfect.
The queen wants you to have it, says Doug. Really? You say why? It's a reward from the royal family of Zeland for your service. It didn't understand what that was.
No.
You want to try something else?
So maybe we should have a picnic with all that macaroni salad.
Or we can go. I mean, it'll probably give us a magical item if we try here, but I mean, we could also probably just wish that at any time. It really doesn't matter.
Let's have a picnic with. Let's end the workday for the squirrels and have a picnic with the whole royal family. Oh yeah, I guess we should thank the queen. That's a good point, Gert Tractor. We could say thank you. Let's say thank you.
Thank you, my queen.
My queen. I don't want it.
You always know my favorites. I'm glad you like it, she says.
All right. Let's have a picnic. Let's just move that into a picnic territory.
Okay, so we want to do you have a picnic with the queen and the squirrels.
Yes. A truly magical ending.
You, the queen, and Captain Doug sit down and enjoy the picnic. You sit next to the queen, who wraps an arm around you and squeezes your side affectionately.
This is just pathetically sweet.
I mean, we can always interrupt it as rudely as you would like to.
I was gonna say, let's say like our hand or something falls off because we're still a zombie.
How about story? Your body continues to decay from being a zombie, and your nose falls into the macaroni salad.
Perfect.
This
A vivid, beautiful image.
it might struggle with this, but I hope it puts it together. So, how do you like the macaroni salad? She asks.
Well,
Tell her it smells good.
well, it doesn't have any palliative qualities.
Oh,
It smells amazing. I don't think the AI will understand that, but it's hilarious. I'm glad you like it. She says it's my favorite. The queen and the captain begin to talk to each other while you eat lunch and watch the squirrels play.
okay, now we're gonna have an accidental assassination where the queen swallows your nose out of the macaroni salad.
Okay. The queen swallows your zombie nose and begins choking violently.
Ooh.
You killed her, shouts Captain Doug. You murderer! Captain Doug draws his sword and swings, cutting through your neck and narrowly missing the queen.
We're already a zombie. Tell Captain Doug. Actually, tell one of the squirrels to perform CPR.
You command the squirrels to save you. Oh, on the queen, you meant.
Oh.
Did you mean the queen or us?
Let's just see where it goes.
You point at the captain. You're still alive enough to give a command. The squirrels attack, leaping onto the captain and biting him all over.
CPR the queen. Have one of the squirrels CPR the queen. We can just do that.
It should be Heimlich, right? I don't know how to spell Heimlich.
Oh, I don't either. The chat might.
Do perform the... Let's Google it. Heimlich.
Oh, it's a sex position according to Urban Dictionary.
I don't know how to spell maneuver.
What's in the chat? MANEUVER.
On the queen. You reach your arms on the queen and begin to thrust your arms into her stomach. The AI knows what the Heimlich maneuver is. You feel a burst of organs and blood spatter against your head.
What?
Oh no!
Was that the zombie strength?
Yeah. So is the queen dead? Like, can we ask the queen what are her final words?
How about do check the queen's pulse with your dead, unfeeling fingers? You reach your hands towards the queen's neck and feel her pulse. You roll the queen over and pull up her shirt. You lean forward and lick her stomach. What?
She tastes dead. Put story. She tastes dead. Oh, actually, that could go weird. Maybe, I don't know.
Why are we shying away from weird, Krista?
Yeah.
How's the AI doing? I'd say it's doing pretty good.
It's doing all right. It's messed up a few things.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't know what to do with that.
Oh.
How about the
The quirrell.
the squirrels join together in a wail of mourning.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
It's not.
Does
It might be choking because we're dead. The queen is dead, you say. Wolves begin to prowl out of the trees and begin to circle the squirrels, who are too distracted by grief to notice them.
Oh no!
The AI is just like, okay, the story's over. You need to just stop.
Are we the king now? Should we ask the queen, like, who is your successor? Ask the queen who her
She's
successor is.
dead.
No, we'll ask her. Actually, we could resurrect her because we are a necromancer.
Do we want to raise the queen from the dead? All right, let's do that. You raise the queen from the dead. You take your dagger and carve a pentagram into the queen's chest, reaching in and pulling out her still beating heart. You hold it above your head and begin to chant. We got to see what happens next, right?
Yeah. USA.
The queen gasps and springs to life, grabbing your hand. What's going on? She asks.
You choked on my nose in the pasta salad.
How about we say Captain Doug was a traitor?
Ooh, yeah.
Captain Doug was a traitor, you say. He killed the king and was planning to kill us. The queen looks over at the captain, who is being attacked by wolves. You must be stopped.
So, what do we do about the wolf problem in this kingdom?
We can
Maybe we
always...
should run away, grab the queen's hand, and call our faithful horse Nubnuts.
Okay, how about call for Nubnuts the horse and escape with the queen.
Perfect. I'm sad for our squirrels, but...
You whistle for Nubnuts the horse, who comes galloping over. You climb onto his back. Oh, it's a he now. And the queen climbs on behind you, embracing you tightly. You gallop away from the tower into the forest.
Oh, perfect. Ask her if she enjoys ruling. Maybe we could just go off and live a nomadic lifestyle.
Are we going to try to... Do we just want to find out if she enjoys ruling first, or are we going to try to compound those?
Oh,
How about we say we could run away from here, just you and I?
yeah. Ask the queen if she wants to buy a tiny house with you.
So, the last stream, so I just happened to run into this woman who had a baby, and I offered to buy it, and she sold it to me. And so then I just started trying to buy and sell babies with everybody I would talk to, and the game picked up on that immediately.
Really?
Yeah.
And
By the end,
start offering you babies every time.
I had a baby shop, and people would come in and offer to buy and sell babies. The wind blows back your hair as you ride through the fields. Okay, that's really not an answer, so let's...
Yeah, continue.
Your horse begins to slow down. We shouldn't get off the road, you say. The queen nods. You don't get too far off the road before you spot a cave.
Ooh. Ask Nubnuts the horse if you should go in.
Nubnuts, what do you know about this cave? Question mark. Nubnuts whinnies nervously. I sense darkness within, he exclaims. Does that mean there's a vampire in there, you ask? Nubnuts nods nervously.
All right, let's grab our wooden stake and get in there.
To grab your wooden stake from the saddlebags. You pull out your wooden stake and hold it tightly in your hand. Let's go, the queen says, gently pushing you forward. You enter the cave.
Ooh. All right, let's look around the cave. Is it dark? Should we have brought a torch?
The cave. We might have zombie night vision.
Oh, good point.
The cave is surprisingly well lit. Oh, there you go. In fact, it seems a bit brighter than normal. You look up and see that there are holes in the ceiling, sunlight beaming through.
Oh. So if there's sunlight in there, how's there a vampire in there? Let's yell out. Call out for, I guess, or how would we phrase it so the AI would understand it? So
we can yell. You do that as a do with a quote, and it usually works.
Okay.
So yell, what are we yelling?
Is anyone here?
You yell, but your voice doesn't echo. It seems the cave is dead silent. Hello, the queen calls out, echoing throughout the cave. Suddenly, you see a figure emerge from behind a rock.
Do we want to let that continue, or?
You choose.
Let's just let it continue.
You jump back, falling off of Nubnuts. The figure is about your size, covered in fur, has a large mouth with many teeth, all of which are unmagnificently yellow.
Oh. Ask him who it is. or what their name. Ask what their name is.
What is your name? I'm gonna say creature, just so it
Yeah.
doesn't think that we're talking to the queen or Nubnuts. The creature's eyes widen and he backs away slowly. No, no, go away, he says in a garbled voice. You look at him confusedly. What do you mean?
Offer our hand out to the creature. Like we're gonna give him a handshake.
Offer your hand to the creature. Offer to shake the creature's hand is probably easier.
Yeah. You know, we're in proper parts here, even if a monster's in a cave. You extend your hand to shake it.
The creature looks at you and takes your hand. You stare into the creature's eyes, both of you shaking hands. I am Chieftain Grolic, he says in a deep voice.
Can we ask him, like, are you the only one of your kind?
Well, I think we
Chieftain
should probably introduce ourselves.
Oh, yeah, good point. We're Chat with 2 T's.
How about
And then we should introduce
am-
Nubnuts the queen.
I am Chat, leader of the squirrels, and this is my... We don't know the queen's name, do we?
No, it's just the...
And loyal horse.
And the queen's like, damn, did he really just forget my name?
He looks at you surprised. A horse? A queen? Why have you come here?
Tell him we were attacked by wolves.
We were attacked.
There was also an unfortunate incident with macaroni salad, but we don't talk about that.
I'm not going to say that to it because that would definitely confuse it. Ah, yes, the wolves. They've been getting more daring as of late. I remember when they would never dare to enter our valley. Now they're only kept out of the defenses by my fellow gnomes. He's a gnome.
Oh.
You know what I like to do here? This is so much fun. Story. You have always hated gnomes.
Oh no! What will it do?
For as long as you can remember. Then you must remove them, the queen demands angrily. Why should we? It's not our problem if you cannot handle a few measly wolves.
That's a good point.
We shouldn't let him talk to our queen like that.
Story, it's getting dark.
It begins to get dark.
We're gonna have to stay with the gnomes.
And you notice the gnome is smirking. You wouldn't dare, the queen yells angrily. We would, Grolic replies gleefully.
Okay, so we need a place to stay. Let's ask Grolik if we can spend the night with the other gnomes.
Grolic, can we spend the night with you? ?
This is probably gonna get also weird.
Sorry, but we're busy right now. Maybe another time. Grolic turns around and walks back to the other side of the cave. Come on, let's go home.
Follow him.
Follow Grolic.
I wonder if the AI is just like, all right.
You shake your head and give chase. Are you sure this is the best idea? The queen asks. Well, no, but I don't see that we have much of a choice.
That's true. We have to find a place to stay. Story. Grolic goes deeper down into the cave and then enters a valley.
Grolic goes deeper into the cave and
That's
exits into... Oh,
imagine where this tech will be in years' time. That's a good point. It could be really amazing eventually if it could keep track of the threads a little bit better.
I don't know if they're being honest, but they claim that the reason that they won't open source it is because they're terrified of the possibilities. Grolic goes deeper into the cave and exits into a valley. The valley is green and lush with a small river flowing through it. A few hovels dot the landscape, as well as many gnome guards.
On the edge of the valley, there is an inn.
On the edge of the valley, there's an inn. Are we open-ending that?
Yeah. Let's see what it does.
A sign hangs over the door. It reads, "The Laughing Gnome." Come on, Grolic says. He walks to the inn and enters. You follow him inside.
Oh, he knew we followed him.
We got to let this roll, right?
Yeah.
The inside is dimly lit by candles, and the air is thick with smoke. A bar runs along the right wall, a row of taps behind it.
Ask Grolic what we should order. Or maybe we should say, like, we're hungry or something.
Are we saying that to Grolic?
Just ask Grolic what's on the menu.
Grolic, what is on the menu? Question mark. He walks over to a table in the far corner. There's another gnome sitting. Grolic, my friend, how have you been? Oh, he says nothing you would like, Grolic replies.
Yeah, he doesn't think, we can hold our liquor, but we're about to show him. All right, let's continue because I want to see if he talks to this other gnome. Or maybe we sit down with him. Oh, never mind, you already hit it.
Yeah. The other gnome asks, "I've been better, Barum. You notice that there is another door in the back of the room. Who is that?" the queen asks.
Sit down with Grolic. And Barum, I guess.
I like how he doesn't want us here.
Yeah, but we're just following him around.
Just someone I used to know, Grolic replies, but no longer have any ties to. You sit down at the table with him.
Let's order a gnome beer.
Order a gnomish beer. Bartender walks up to you, a large man with a thick black beard. "What can I get you?" he asks gruffly. All right, well, we'll say
A gnomish
beer, please. We have ale, lager, stout, porter, and beer, he says. "I'll have a beer," you say. The bartender walks away to grab you a drink.
Ask Grolic if he'd like a drink.
Grolic, would you like a drink?
Let's get him on our side.
Oh.
Oh.
"I'm not thirsty," Grolic replies. The bartender returns with your beer, sliding it across the table to you. "That'll be one shiner," he says.
Oh, we don't have any money.
No. We'll say Grolic will be paying for my beer.
Ooh.
You hand the bartender a silver coin. Aw. He looks at it disapprovingly. "We don't take New Coventry shiners down here. Go down the road to Lucky's till you can get some proper money."
Tell him that we'll sing for the beer.
"We will sing for our drinks." "You want to sing?" the bartender asks incredulously. "I've heard that one before." "Go on then," comes a voice from behind you.
Story. Maybe to have I don't know. Is Grolic the voice?
No, I think that's a new character.
Oh. We should sing a limerick about how terrible the gnomes are.
You sing a
Slap.
limerick about how terrible gnomes are. How about how terrible gnomes smell?
Yeah.
The bartender chuckles. "All right, you've got a nice voice. Why don't you and your lady friend come back to my quarters? He asks.
Oh, no! Well, let's head back there because maybe he'll have a quest for us, right? That's what, when you offer to someone to come back, it's just because they have a quest for you.
Okay, so go to the bartender's quarters. You get up and follow the bartender. Garlic tries to say something, but you ignore him and go. The bartender leads you to his living quarters, which are surprisingly clean given his outward appearance.
Tell him we know who he is. We don't actually.
We
Maybe
know,
the story will.
we know who you are.
It's
bartender
crazy how
stop-
this like evolved.
Yeah, it loses threads and just picks a new one up and doesn't even blink. The bartender stops and looks at you with a forlorn expression. Do you? He asks sadly. You were never a very good spy.
Oh, are we spies now?
He is. We're saying that to him.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Where do we go with from
How
here?
about, did you think the queen wouldn't find out? Question mark.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know, the bartender says. I just wanted to serve the city and do what was right. The bartender suddenly looks angry.
I need like a mental picture of the room. I feel like I'm not getting enough to like go on. I want there to be a story here, but I'm struggling to make it.
It definitely fails at that. And the problem is, if I look around the room, he's going to do something else. So it's hard to keep control of it when you're constantly looking at things.
Yeah,
It did tell us it was a very clean room.
it's true.
You're sitting in a rather clean room. There's an unmade bed with a nightstand next to it, a dresser, and a desk with papers on it. Well, that's pretty good.
Well, yeah. What's in those papers? Ask him what's in the papers.
How about let's make it more accusatory. Are those the papers that we can accuse him of something?
Are those the papers for your arrest?
Why would he have the papers? How about we story it? How do we story it to say that you rummage through the papers on the desk? You want to just let it solve that?
Yeah. There's never a story. I mean, I know there's not actually a story, but I sometimes want a little bit more to go off of.
Looking for something, anything of interest. That's when you find it. A birth certificate.
Oh no.
He's a birther.
Oh no. Ask him what that is.
How about
what's this?
I think I'm gonna have to story this one. You hold up the birth certificate and demand the bartender explain it. You're a monster, you say. The bartender snarls, and your last moments are filled with the fear of death.
So are we dead? Is that confirmed? We died like 3 times.
We can let it run. It's probably... Oh, yeah. So the AI doesn't know where to go from here. That's... Oh, okay. Sometimes it fails, and then it can do it the next time. A tear in the fabric of reality appears, and the bartender is ripped from this reality. Okay. You dive through the tear after him, dragging the queen with you.
No.
A flash of light later, you find yourself in a place of pure fantasy. A city of castles and towers rising out of a golden sea. The sky is green and the air is filled with magic.
You cough. You look for the bartender. I guess we'll leave that. I wonder if that'll confuse it.
No, hopefully it can. Oh, we got to put quarters in the machine. So that's about $1.50 we've spent.
Wow. This game is a money pit. It'd be easy to lose several dollars.
I already have. You look down as the bartender's body hits the ground. A green-eyed man with strangely colored hair that looks like flame stands over the body. He wears a suit of silver and red plate mail inscribed with runes.
Draw our sword and demand to know who this man is.
That's a tough one because we're mixing a...
Oh,
Technically, the bartender was our enemy, so...
That's true. Maybe we shouldn't draw the sword. Maybe we should just ask who he is. Or ask where we are. Where are we? What's going on?
How about should we introduce ourselves, or...
No, we should be bewildered because we just
All
went
right.
through a portal in the fabric of reality.
Where am I? Question mark. You're in the land of Felsight, friend, the man replies. I'm Captain Danley of the 3rd Company of Castle Gloomwatch.
Ooh.
And you say, I'm looking for someone called the bartender.
Imagine getting that kind of title and just being like, I need a beer. Let it continue. See if he has an answer.
I haven't heard that name in a long time. What would you want with that old fool? A horde of monstrous humanoids composed of teeth and nails covered in yellowed bones charges over a nearby hill.
What could be more terrifying than teeth?
I'm imagining that's like some sort of crop they harvest in this horrible alternate dimension. Like that's like their equivalent of cattle.
Well, they're monstrous, so a humanoid as well.
Should we be concerned about that? Let's ask him that.
Okay, Danley, should we be concerned about these monstrous humanoids? The tribals, Captain Danley laughs. Don't worry about them. They're no match for the might of the Gloomwatch. But they can be a large pain in the ass.
I'm glad Captain Danley's just honest about it. I want to know how we got here. Do you think it'll still understand that we came through a portal, or is it just like on another thread now?
No, I think it understands. How about you look for the portal? You look all over for the portal, but it seems as though it's gone. Damn it, you say, I've lost the portal. Portal, Captain Danley says, clearly confused.
Ask him, you didn't see the portal? Question mark.
You didn't see a portal? Portal?
Portal.
Captain Danley stares at you for a second before turning and looking at the damaged watchtower. He jumps in shock as he sees the portal. Captain, what's going on? I think we confused it. Should
we tell him we came from another world?
If you want, yeah.
Yeah, let's tell him that.
We came through the portal from another world. That's a fucking portal, Captain Danley says. How did you come through a portal? Long story. Captain Danley looks at you, his eyes widening as he takes in your appearance.
There was, something about squirrels that we hypnotized with nuts. We're a zombie. There was macaroni salad, and the queen choked on it.
Actually, she choked on her nose.
Yeah. We killed some sort of prophet.
Don't forget the wolves.
What's our appearance? Let's ask the chat. Chat, here's your moment of contribution. What do you look like? Because your name is Chat with 2 T's. And then we have to wait like 20 seconds.
How about this? How about this? How about this? Story. You find a placid pool and look at your reflection.
Okay, here's some of the answers we've gotten from the chat. A cute twink, a sack of potatoes covered in grease paper, a furry, 8-headed beagle, a large midget.
That's all right. So it says you find a placid pool and look at your reflection. You hardly recognize the person you see. Gone are the neatly trimmed goatee and hair that cascaded down your back. Should we see more of this, or? It might tell us what we actually look like instead of what we don't look like.
Yeah, that might be nice. Let's see what it does.
Instead, you find a face covered in scraggly hair and a head topped with a mop that makes Shimino from Ultima 9 look neat and tidy. What?
What? Hang on.
Ultima 9 is a video game.
I wanted to look it up. He doesn't look terrible. His little sprite here in the wiki. Wow, they really shit on him. Scraggly hair. Okay.
How should we try to find a hairdresser?
Well, we should actually. And then so look at Dan and ask where the nearest hairdresser is. Danley, I'm sorry. He prefers his
where can I find a hairdresser? Oh shit. I didn't say. We'll have to undo that. Oh no, it figured it out. You ask Captain Danley where the nearest hairdresser could be found. He tells you that you'll most likely find one in the nearby town of Merk.
All right.
Merk.
Merk.
Do we travel to Merk?
Yeah, let's travel to Merk. Absolutely, we need to have our hair done because
Travel
we look raggedy as hell.
To the hairdresser in Merk. As you walk in, a pretty young girl says hello and asks you what you like done. I need my haircut and a shave, you say. The girl nods.
Tell her... What color hair do we want, Chad?
How about this? Say, I want to look like Rachel from Friends.
Perfect. Do you think they have friends in this universe? What was the name of this place?
I can't remember. I want to look like Jennifer Aniston from the 90s sitcom Friends, you say. Ah, I know who you mean, the hairdresser says.
Apparently it does. Wow.
Okay, that's kind of mind-blowing.
Hair around the shoulders, sweeping to the side. I think I can manage that. She grabs a pair of scissors and gets to work. How short would you like it cut, she says.
Well, there are multiple, variations of the Friends cut, so... let's say season 5, Rachel.
Cut it like Rachel from season 5.
Oh, you put form.
Oh, they might figure that out. I want to look like Jennifer Aniston, yada, yada, yada. I know he... Oh, it's going to get caught in a loop because we're trying to be too specific. We might just have to let this go.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just let it answer its own question here.
How short would you like it cut? Do you get your coins back if you undo stuff?
I mean, a lot of times I just conjure them from thin air anyway, so... Your transformation is complete. You look in the mirror and you barely recognize yourself. You're an anonymous nobody. with short brown hair that covers your ears and forms a curl at your forehead.
What a look. Should we go for a dye job too?
I mean, we could.
Let's dye our beard blue.
Please
L1 blue.
dye my beard blue.
Let the queen get her hair cut too. Is the queen still with us at this point? Do you think the game will understand that?
Probably. With your blue hair and beard, you now look nothing like the man you used to. You pay the woman with a few gold coins and leave. You forgot
Oh.
something, she calls. Did we just see what that is?
Yeah, let's see what she says.
You turn, she's frowning and gesturing to your crotch.
Oh no! You want us to dye our pubic hair?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh.
The carpet matches the drapes.
Do we want to try to say something to that effect?
Oh, ask her if she means our clothes. Do we need to get new set? We need to really get like new duds and everything.
I don't know. I don't think that's what she means. We could also tell her that there is no hair down there.
That would also be funny. Let's do that.
I'm going to use sorry. You coyishly tell her
Oh
there
no.
is no hair to dye down there.
It's gonna get weird quick.
She chuckles and throws something in your hair. Blue gel. Get out of here, you weirdo.
She hit on us. That was weird. All right, so now we have a fresh new. We need new duds now, right? New clothes.
Okay, do you want to
New
ask her?
adventuring gear. Yeah, ask her. Ask her where we can get clothing.
I need some new clothes to go with my new hair. You get to the local general store and ask the owner where you can find some clothes. He directs you to a small shop a few towns over. You thank him and head out the door.
Man, it's hard to find anything. All right, let's head into the clothing store.
Okay, so travel to the clothing store. I like how you have totally embraced the mundane of this existence.
What's your world like when you did it?
Oh, it's all slavery and murder and, you know, like just horrible things happening.
Oh, it's like fashion Barbie.
I told you we were buying and selling human children, and everybody was in on it. You arrive at the clothing store and enter. Inside are hundreds of outfits, from medieval dresses to modern day t-shirts.
Oh man. Ask if they have anything leopard print.
I am looking for something in leopard print.
We're training the AI as we play, which is also crazy to think about.
Actually, we're not, because I've opted out of that. But you can opt in.
Oh.
A leopard print onesie, the store clerk says. We just got a shipment of those this morning. You look like a size small. Here you go.
Oh, so we're a small dude. I thought we were supposed to be like, we got the gains because of our class.
We are a male protector. Nah, because remember, we're like the nerdy guy.
Yeah, but I thought we, you know.
No, that was all technology. That was armor.
Oh.
Okay, do we want to put it on or just let it roll? Or
Yeah, bro, put it on. Put it on. So we have a blue beard.
put on
Jennifer
the
Aniston's haircut. And we're wearing a
onesie.
leopard print onesie.
Put on the onesie and look in the full length mirror.
And we're still a zombie. Good point, peepers.
You look ridiculous, like an alcoholic, drug-crazed prostitute. You head to the cash register. The man behind the counter looks at you and laughs. Here's your change, sir. It's ma'am.
All right, we're ready to adventure. I, okay. What would you do now? Because I wanna get to the point where we're trading babies.
Oh, you want to trade some babies?
How did you get there?
I
Like
just
I guess I'm just like, here are the rules of the world, and I'm like I don't go outside of them very much.
okay. So uh, look for a woman with a baby in the streets.
I just wanted, like, how do you get the AI to like understand that?
You approach her. You are in a long coat and blue jeans. What?
Maybe we have the blue jeans over the onesie. Like
Say,
I'm thinking like it's a bathing suit kind of thing.
my queen and I want to purchase this baby for
We're making an error. This is how we're doing an error.
30 gold coins. Her loins are barren. The woman looks at you fearfully but smiles. You and your queen are more than welcome, my baby, the woman says. She is 2 months old and her name is Annabelle.
Wow, little Annabelle, and she'll grow up in a workshop full of squirrels. Actually, we probably can't have babies because we're both zombies. That's why.
You exchange 30 gold coins for the baby. You hand the woman 30 gold coins, she hands you the baby.
All right, look at the baby. What does the baby look like? What if the baby also has the Rachel haircut?
Wouldn't that be a coincidence? Also, how would a baby grow that much hair? The baby's skin is as white as snow. Despite being born to a peasant, she has beautiful red hair that looks like a burning torch and wondrous green eyes.
Oh. All right, let's take her to the tattoo shop.
Take the baby to the tattoo shop. You think they'll have a problem with this?
They didn't care about whether you asked if you could just buy it.
Take the baby to the tattoo shop. A man covered from head to toe in tattoos, and Brandy, a heavily tattooed woman with pink and blue hair, run out to meet you.
Ask if we can tattoo the baby.
Can you tattoo this baby?
So weird. And then imagine we've got a leopard print onesie and then jeans over it and then like a big fur coat.
What kind of tattoo do you want? Brandy asks. A property of Queen Clayton tattoo. She laughs and winks at you. That's cute, she says.
Where are we putting it on the baby?
We're going to ask that. That's probably too specific.
Tell it we want it tattooed on its shoulder.
Yes, please tattoo that on the baby's shoulder.
I hope we picked a good font for it.
All right, then, Brandy says. She takes the baby from you and straps her into a special arm cradle. She dips the tattoo needle into some ink and starts to work. We have to see where that goes. What piece of literature had a special cradle for tattooing babies? The baby cries through the whole process. You feel awful. You pay Brandy 100 gold coins. That's more than the price. That's 3 times the price of the baby. She hands you a certificate. Congratulations. I mean, I didn't type it.
Ask the baby how it feels about it.
It's 2 months old. The baby cries louder. It's so sad, she says. I gave away my first baby. I need a stiff drink.
Oh.
Oh, God. How about say this baby's value has gone up at least twice. I know, right? Brandy says, the second the queen laid eyes on the baby, she offered me 200 gold coins for it. You were shocked. Did you take it? Of course. It's lost the thread, but it's still great.
Ask her, how do we add value to the baby?
You want to ask Brandy that?
Yeah, because Brandy seems like a knowledgeable gal.
Brandy, how can we increase the value of this baby even further? Question mark. Well, the queen offered me 1,000 gold coins for the baby because it was a perfect specimen, Brandy says. How did you make this baby a perfect specimen?
Click again.
With a tattoo, obviously.
It's a baby, you say. I put some of my magical lotion on it. It makes it taste better.
Oh, no!
What kind of magical lotion?
Oh, this is Johnson & Johnson's idea all along.
How do we see where this goes, or we want to try
Yeah,
to...
see what she says.
Oh, you know, the usual enchanted lotion that makes monsters 10 times nicer, Brandy says.
Ask her if she sells any.
Can we buy some of this lotion? Of course, Brandy says. 200 gold coins for a small bottle, 500 for a large bottle. You pay Brandy 200 gold coins for a small bottle of the magical lotion.
Okay.
Should we drink it?
Apply to baby.
You apply the magical lotion to the baby. I pray that it gives us a new dollar value.
Well, I mean, obviously, the baby's got to be worth a lot more now, right?
The magical lotion has an immediate effect. The baby grows hair, his eyes turn a bright blue, and he seems to become smarter.
Oh, and it's not a girl anymore. Ask the baby from whence it came. Ask the baby who it serves.
Baby, who do you serve? I'm gonna eat you, the baby says. You smile. You have created the ultimate agent. A baby who can now only say one sentence, but who'll do whatever you tell him to do.
Ask him. What do we do with the baby that does whatever we says?
Say, baby, dance for our entertainment! Exclamation point. The baby jumps up and down happily. I'm gonna eat you, the baby says. The baby begins to jump up and down, giggling happily the whole time.
This is why people will become parents. So they can tattoo the baby and then, have a servant. All right, so we have our tatted baby. We have a new hairstyle. We have a new outfit.
Presumably,
go
the queen is still with us, I think.
Yeah, yeah. What kind of trouble do we want to get up to now?
Now we can always. So like sometimes it'll stagnate like this, especially when you're just fucking around with the minutia, and then you can just like story your way out of it. Suddenly you hear a loud boom. The door to the tattoo parlor bursts open and a female orc with a giant axe steps inside.
Oh no. Through the story, female orc wants our baby.
You knew it was a matter of time until the orcs found out about the value of your baby. It looks like they sent their best, a female orc shaman, intent on taking the baby for herself.
Does the baby have a cloaking device?
I don't think so. I think it's just a baby.
You could write that in.
Now, we do have our technology. The game will probably let us get away with employing that somehow. How about let's try this? You activate your armor.
Oh, yeah.
You feel your armor take effect as the orc's axe bounces harmlessly off it. The orc snarls, "Die, human."
Orc's axe bounces harmlessly. Orc snarls. Pull. What was the thing that we? I think we deleted this, but we should bring it out. The lightning gun. Pull out the lightning gun.
Draw your lightning gun.
Everyone wants you to sell the baby. But Annabelle is our heir to the throne, guys.
You fire a bolt of lightning at the orc shaman, which flies toward her and hits her in the head. The shaman falls to the ground.
Search her.
We don't know that she's dead.
Oh, good point. Examine the shaman?
Should we try to finish her off, though? I mean...
Oh, yeah. Should we just finish her off? Kill her? Yeah.
Finish off.
This poor baby needs some shit.
You know, I think the PTSD train has departed from Baby Station at this point after the tattoo. You walk up to the orc shaman and stab her in the throat, killing her instantly. "You're a bloody psycho," Brandy screams.
Whoa. So Brandy's not into it, but she's fine with tattooing and trading babies. Let's ignore Brandy and examine, search the orc shaman for clues about where she came from.
Search the orc shaman. You begin searching the orc shaman's body for anything of value. You find 50 gold coins, 2 healing potions, and a lockpick set.
Wow.
This orc must have been a thief or something.
Wow, that's kind of racist, but fine. Let's give 10 gold coins to Brandy to shut her up. Will the AI understand that, you think?
We'll story it. You give 10 gold coins to Brandy and say, "We were never here."
Oh.
Before sneaking out of the tattoo parlor.
All right, so now we have a baby who apparently the orcs want. All right, so we should leave town, right? We're looking fresh. Oh, do we need to stop and get food? Actually, I'm kind of getting into that minutia thing again.
Well,
Strip search, Brandy.
that's fine. I mean, you know, when you start to try to do too big of a move, sometimes it gets weird. But
yeah,
how about this? You try to find food for the baby.
Oh, good point. Because we're both zombies, and the queen can't breastfeed.
No. And they don't sell formula in this town. You're a skilled tinkerer and have been able to acquire enough food to keep the baby fed as of late. Okay.
Oh. How do you make formula out of things you find outside of a town?
Maybe they got like a replicator style system.
Okay. We need a tent because we're trying to go town to town, right? Do we need to make one? I don't know what to do. I guess I'm not creative enough when I fall into these places.
You want to try to sell the baby?
You know what? Let's sell the baby. It takes a lot of effort to conjure up formula for the baby all the time.
You go to the tavern and try and find someone who wants to buy your baby. You offered a lot of money for the baby, but you're smart enough to know that these tavern goers are likely to kill you and take the baby. That's a good point.
Oh. How would they take?
Because it's valuable.
Well, can we just take their money? How much did they offer? What's a lot of money? Go see if Captain Danley needs help with those monsters. That's true. We could go back.
You want to try to find Captain Danley?
Yeah, let's find Captain Danley.
Try and find Captain Danley.
Let's try to pass the baby off as the heir to his kingdom. Let's tell him the baby's Captain Danley's.
You see Captain Danley's tent resharpening his sword. Captain, I found something, you say. Captain Danley raises an eyebrow and looks at the baby.
Tell him it's his.
You say, I thought we were going to say, let's say, this baby is the chosen one.
All right. And then show him the tattoo.
This baby, Captain Danley says, this baby is the chosen one? Yes, you say. Captain Danley looks at you, and then the baby, then back to you.
Show him the tattoo. That'll be the censure chat.
Say, look at this tattoo. The prophecy was clear.
You can defeat the tribals. Good point.
Captain Danley looks at the baby's tattoo again, back to you. Do you actually believe this kid is the chosen one?
Yes, absolutely. Now, how much will you give me for the baby?
Do we really want to try to sell it?
No, don't try to sell it.
You say,
Let's see how far we can go with the story and try to get the baby into government somewhere.
say with all my heart.
Yes.
Captain Danley sighs.
Can we get him to talk anymore? He's not really like giving us anything to work with.
You want to just let it spin?
Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to pretend to understand what you see in this baby, but I think we can get a good price for it back at you.
Right.
This alternate universe we've fallen into is fine with selling babies.
Say, I wouldn't take less than 1,000 gold coins for the chosen baby. Captain Danley sighs. Fine. I'll inform the other soldiers to start heading out. You should do the same. What?
So, okay, we're with his caravan, right? We found him in his tent.
I think he
So
might just be patrolling the outskirts.
Okay, so tell him to take us to the king.
Say, we need an audience with the king.
We're gonna get the king to declare the baby is heir.
Captain Danley says, "Why? I have a plan to kill the prophet, but it requires the king's help."
The prophet's back. What a twist!
What?
Well, this is an alternate universe. Perhaps they have their own prophet.
Oh, that's true. Good point.
How we would know about it, I don't know.
Okay. Ask for an escort, I guess, or
Well, I mean, we could just see what
I
his
guess we
response.
just did. Yeah, let's see what his response is. I'm kind of confused.
What is it? I'd rather discuss it with him in person. Captain Danley pauses and looks at you.
The baby needs this. Grab his hand and whisper it.
Oh, you want to grab Danley's hand?
Yeah, and tell him that the baby needs this.
Let's put 2 more quarters in before we do that. That's $2 of story. You grab Danley's hand and lean in and whisper, "The baby needs this."
The baby needs XP, it's true.
Fine, but you better not try anything. You nod and head out of the tent toward the castle.
Okay, so we have an audience with the king.
Hopefully it'll take us right there on the next spin. You are now Baby Cirque, the chosen one. What?
I thought we had to convince the king. No. We have to convince the king that the baby is his heir. We're planning on usurping this world so we can get back to ours.
Okay, so we'll dial that back and then we'll say you meet the king in his throne room. He sits in his throne while Captain Danley and several guards watch nearby. "So what is so important that you had to see me immediately?" the king says.
We have news about the succession.
Let's see. We have news about the succession. I think I'm spelling that correctly.
Yeah. We're gonna pass off this peasant baby as the king's baby.
The king pauses, looking confused. "I already know who the successor is. Samuel." "No, not Samuel. The real successor." "Do you push the baby forward?" You push the baby forward and it crawls over to the king. The king looks down at the baby crawling towards him. "What? What is this?" How about we say, let's appeal to his ego. "This is the chosen baby. Only a man of your strength of will can raise him."
After the baby crawled over Gert Trackerfoot, "I'ma eat you," because that's all.
Oh yeah, the baby. This is the chosen one? Yes, and you can raise him to be a great warrior. Captain Danley looks at you confused. "Raise him?"
He requires the finest hazelnut milk.
He requires the finest hazelnut milk, and only you are rich enough to provide it in large quantities. The king considers this for a moment and then he nods.
So, fair enough.
You want to see if he'll just accept it eventually?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I can do that. The king picks up the baby, holding it in his arms. He seems to be in a trance, staring at the baby.
Tell him that we require a royal apartment to care for the baby.
We require a royal apartment to care for the baby, and there is the matter of our fee.
Oh, good call.
The king seems to come out of his trance and looks at you. Yes, what is your fee? Oh.
Oh, chat. Oh, we're gonna be able to take him. So, how much is the baby worth? Like,
Well,
are
the
we talking
one the hairdresser said she was offered 1,000 gold coins for a baby that was treated with that lotion.
Oh, Gert Tractor says 5K. TRP says 3 unicorns. Extreme Cookie says 42,000. The King's Soul. He's the chosen one. Go for the moon.
I don't know. What do you think? Oh, I've got it. I've got it. The baby's weight in gold.
Oh, is the baby fat?
I mean, even a small baby, that's a lot of gold. The king seems to think for a moment. This is an unacceptable offer. You expect me to pay you for what could be the next king of my nation?
Oh. Oh, he was
How about he will be king either with you or against you?
Ooh.
The king seems to think again. All right, I agree. You smile. All right, let's see if he will actually give us our gold coins right now. How will the game determine how much of the baby's weight worth of gold is? Yes, I agree. You will have a royal apartment and you will be paid a room full of gold.
The baby's massive. The baby's room size.
Maybe it's just really dense.
It's like that baby from what is it? Spirited Away. And it's like really terrifying. I hate that baby. Awesome. So now this is where we start to take it because we're going to try to replace the king. We're going to be king and queen of this weird universe and Captain Danley. Is Captain Danley suspicious of us, you think? Let's write that in, that Captain Danley's suspicious.
You notice that Captain Danley does not like what is going on.
Reminder that we're still wearing a leopard print onesie, a fur coat, and jeans.
And Rachel's haircut. This is a terrible idea. The king looks nervous as well. He knows something bad is going to happen.
We should go up to the throne and whisper in the king's ear.
You approach the king and whisper. What are we whispering?
Captain Danley wants your throne for himself.
Captain Danley wants your throne for himself.
All himself.
The king's eyes widen and he looks at Captain Danley, who begins to draw his sword. No! You know what we should do?
Say it do be like that, though.
There's zero chance, Krista. Well, I mean, it could Wikipedia that, I guess. But I think we should we should defend the king to gain more of his trust.
Yeah. Okay, so draw the lightning gun.
You draw your lightning gun to defend the king.
Ooh.
You draw your lightning gun and shoot Captain Danley in the heart. The power of the blast sends him toppling from his horse. He was on a horse. He groans and dies on the ground.
Like the little bitch he is. Leaving the path to the kingship. Okay, so now we need to like send a message to the rest of the people in the court. So we should play story, and then all the nobles are taken aback.
The entire court is horrified by the violence so close to the king.
F for Danley's in the chat.
And many begin to flee. The king turns to you. You have defended me well. What is your name, and how shall I reward you?
Oh, we gotta double dip, right? Tell him we want his throne.
Oh,
Should we just be that honest?
I
that
don't
we
think he would go for that. We could try that.
he was angry at Danley for wanting the throne.
Give up your throne so that we may place the chosen baby upon it.
Oh, perfect. And then we rule as regent.
Give up my throne? Never. The royal family has reigned for 100 generations, so it shall continue to do so.
Who was the person he said? Was it Samuel?
That's his son, yeah.
Okay. So we need to plan a horrible mishap for Samuel.
Should we just like agree to that now? Be like, I was just kidding, or
Oh yeah. So be like, right, Samuel.
how about this? Like, I was only joking.
Bro.
I need no payment, my king. I need no additional payment.
Yeah,
we will
so
take
still
the
need purple gold.
we will take the apartment.
Oh, we should marry the baby to Samuel.
Oh, he insists on giving us a room full of gold for the killing the would-be assassin.
Oh, fantastic.
Say thank you, my Liege for liege.
Yeah.
Now we must talk about the royal wedding between Samuel and the chosen baby.
This king is so gullible. He's noticed for like 5 minutes and he's like, yes.
Oh, the king seems to be in a panic after your words. There will be no wedding. I've annulled it. You were shocked by this news and cannot believe it.
Should we say something about a prophecy for the child that will be born from this wedding?
You cannot escape the prophecy, my lord. This is where the prophet's going to come back into the story.
Yeah.
I must try, the king says with desperation in his eyes. You remain quiet, and the king begins to ramble.
Let's hear the ramblings. Isn't the baby the baby was a girl, and then at some point, after we applied the magical lotion, apparently became a boy?
I found a girl from another land, a beautiful peasant girl. I fell in love and decided to marry her. The wedding is in a week.
Well, we don't care about your wedding, king. We care about Samuel. Are we just gonna roll with this, or like?
I don't think we can like explain that to him. I'm not sure how we would.
Okay, so we'll roll with the idea that we wanted to marry the baby to the king, which is kind of weird, but we'll continue to roll with it.
Okay, how about this? We say a peasant ? But who will succeed the throne ?
Oh.
I don't care, the king says in a panic. I just want someone to love. She doesn't know, and neither do my advisors. Okay, here we go. You say, my king, you do not need to suffer the yoke of leadership. Let us take your burden.
Oh my gosh.
The king looks away from you and closes his eyes. He begins muttering to himself, "Why does this always happen? I just want a happy life. But fate is cruel. Will my son have an easier time?" Only if he marries the chosen baby, as the texts have proscribed.
Oh, we have to. The royal wedding is going to be insane if we can get this to work.
The king begins to laugh loudly. Okay. The baby would be dead long before such plans could come to fruition. No harm will come to her. You glare at the king, angry that he would suggest such a thing.
Does he think he can possibly... Something about the baby's power.
The baby that's a complete farce?
Don't... Listen, we gotta, project power here.
A fraud created from our overwhelming abuse?
The baby's just crying and be like, "I'm gonna eat you," and it's just like drinking bottles of beer in the corner.
How about we whisper fate cannot be cheated forever, my king. The king begins to laugh again, but then he stops suddenly and stares at you intently. The king suddenly gets out of his chair and kneels before you. Oh, is this it?
You get it? Say, don't kneel before me. Kneel before the chosen baby.
You're right, my friend. Fate cannot be cheated forever. I'm ready to accept my role.
Oh.
I must lead my people and marry the peasant girl. Thank you for making this clear to me, friend. Well, he really didn't.
Okay, so tell him we will become the king. To free him.
We will become king in name only. You can rule from the shadows. I'm sorry, but I cannot accept that. I must be king in both name and deed. I must rule from the shadows so that my son can take the throne in the future.
Okay, so can we reverse that? Like, get rid of it?
Okay.
Because I think it just looped around.
So you want to go back to peasant girl?
Yeah, thank you for making it clear. Okay, thank you for making this clear to me. Maybe we like pat his shoulder or give him a hug.
Hug the king warmly. You embrace the king and he smiles warmly. You're a true friend, but we should make this hug short. I have to get ready for the wedding in an hour.
Sounds like you've hugged the king before.
Say, I know, my king, but I don't want to let go.
It's gonna get real weird with it.
King laughs and you release him. You're a strange one, friend. But I like you. Now go. My advisors await me.
All right, so we have our room full of gold, and we have convinced him that the baby is the chosen one.
So let's do count the gold in your room full of gold. You head to your room in the palace. On the way there, you have to pass several large hallways, which are bursting with servants and advisors running this way and that. All right, I don't know if it knows how to answer that.
Okay, well, so we're headed to the room.
You finally make it to your room and close the door behind you. Your room is plain with several tables covered in books and other information. There are also some inventions laying around the room.
Ooh, can we tinker it with the inventions?
Tinker with the inventions. You walk over to one of your inventions. The ever-changing goblet is a goblet that changes color and shape depending on what drink is poured in it.
Oh, put that in your pocket.
Take the ever-changing goblet.
Should we prepare the baby for the wedding ceremony?
You drink some water from the nearby pitcher. As soon as the water touches the goblet, it changes from a clear, transparent color to a royal blue. Not bad, you think for yourself.
Okay.
You dress the chosen baby in his wedding diaper.
As you do. It's solid gold. It's so heavy.
You take the baby to the crib and put on the royal blue and silver gown. The elves made it for the baby, of course they did. And it's one of the fanciest objects in the palace.
It's the chosen baby. Ask the baby if it's ready for the wedding.
Say, are you ready for the wedding, chosen baby? Question mark. Baby looks at you and smiles. The king is getting married in a few minutes. Do you think he should do it? The baby makes a funny noise and falls over.
Piece of crap. It's like a peasant baby that we're passing off as the heir. All right, let's head to the wedding. Oh, did we get? We're changed. Well, we're gonna say. You know what? We're gonna rock the leopard onesie to the king's wedding.
So we just want a story. You find your seat at the royal wedding, open-ended. Does that sound good?
Me and the baby. It should be me and the chosen baby.
You,
right, you and the chosen baby. Find your seat.
You take the chosen baby to the royal wedding and find your seats. We should give the baby a name.
I thought it was Annabelle.
Oh, you
That's
might
what
be
the
right.
peasant called it. Yeah.
The chosen baby makes several funny noises throughout the wedding, but then it suddenly gets very quiet. This is because the king and his new bride have kissed, and the crowd is now waiting for the ceremony to end.
Do we want to try to poison the king at his wedding? What happened to the queen? I don't know. Our queen. I don't think she had a name. She helped us tattoo the baby.
Her name was on the tattoo. It was like Kylet or something like that. I don't remember what it was, though.
Yeah. Okay, so waiting for the ceremony to end. And someone farted.
How about this? I was just thinking the exact same thing.
So someone else typed that.
During the kiss, you feel an incredible pressure in your bowels. Quickly, you stand up and run out of the room. Should we see where this goes?
Yeah.
You need to find a bathroom immediately before you shit yourself. How about all of the bathrooms are locked due to the security for the royal wedding?
That hazelnut milk is not agreeing with you.
Desperately, you run into an empty room, shut the door, drop your pants, and let a torrent of diarrhea. You are sitting on the toilet seat and walks the chosen baby.
Suddenly you realize you're in the United States Capitol.
Oh, God. I don't even know.
The chosen baby is shocked.
By your presence, you look up from the toilet and say, hello. The chosen baby makes a funny noise. The royal wedding's over. You missed the entire thing while taking a shit.
Oh no! All right. So, clean up, and then we need to head back to the feast.
Okay, how about your ass feels like it is on fire as you gently wipe. Oh, I said your. It usually can deal with that, though. You were in the bathroom for a really long time, the baby says. Yeah, I had diarrhea, you say. The baby makes a funny noise and you pick it up.
All right, now we head to the feast. Maybe the magic goblin gave diarrhea. That's true.
Head to the royal wedding reception. You're glad to be away from the other guests. You don't like being around them. The chosen baby starts to get fussy, so you feed it a bottle of milk.
Hazelnut milk.
Obviously.
All right, so then we should talk to the king. Someone says give everyone in the feast diarrhea. I don't know how we do that.
You walk to the king and say hello. The king looks at you blankly for a second and then says, hello. You feel a little intimidated by the king.
Oh. Let's let the chosen baby do some talking and say the chosen baby congratulates him on his new bride.
The chosen baby congratulates the king on his new bride. Then starts wiggling and squirming to be put back on the ground. You walk around the royal party, try to find someone to talk to. The princess sees you and waves you over.
Oh, ooh, so this is who we could go in for our succession plot. All right, we should go over to her.
Well, I mean, do we want to say something to? Okay, so it's you approach the princess and smile.
I can't believe we had diarrhea right before we talked to the king.
I mean, what are the odds, right?
I know.
You walk over and smile at the princess. As you approach, your eye notices a man dressed in all black with a dark hood over his face. He is whispering into the princess's ear.
Introduce ourselves. Chat and the chosen baby.
I am Lord Chatt, and this is the chosen baby. Do we want to give the baby a name?
Annabelle. That was the original name.
Annabelle. Princess looks at you blankly for a second and says, hello?
Why did she wave us over?
You say, I really like your tiara.
Oh, bitches love it when you say that you like their tiaras.
Princess looks at you blank for a second and says, thank you. See the man in black whispers something else to the princess.
So should we story and say that he's slandering the baby? He's slandering the baby. I bet he is, that son of a bitch.
You can read the lips of the man in black and know that he is speaking against the chosen baby. The princess seems to ignore him. You were hungry, so you pull out a tuna sandwich you've been saving. You take a large bite of the tuna sandwich. You were very hungry. You spit tuna into the face of the princess while you talk to her with your mouth full. Oh, I can't deal with that.
Oh.
How about, okay, I got something.
Now I want tuna. Same. I might make a
There's
sandwich.
something funny about the taste of this tuna.
Ooh.
You fall to the floor laughing as your vision starts to fade to black.
Oh no. Tell the baby to give you the chalice.
You say, chosen baby, give me the chalice! Exclamation point. Suddenly, from out of nowhere, it seems like the princess is by your side. She screams, "Give him the chalice!" With her help, you manage to grab onto a golden cup.
What's in the golden cup? It should be Grisgurt. Magical Grisgurt.
Oh, do we want to try to define something here?
Yeah.
The chalice is filled with magical Grisgurt. The princess and the baby manage to help you get a few sips into your mouth. You begin to feel magical energy flowing through your body, and the strength begins to return to your body.
Okay, now we must accuse the man in black of trying to kill us and the chosen baby.
Accuse the man in black of poisoning you. You look over and see the man in black, and he has a smirk on his face.
What a piece of shit. What was the name of the dude? Groklik or something? What if it's him?
Grolic? Wasn't Grolic in the other universe?
He's followed us here.
Well, I mean, it could be. Story.
Yeah, it's Grolic. He came.
You recognize the man in black as Grolic. Did we not kill Grolic? It doesn't matter.
No, we didn't kill Grolic.
As Grolic in disguise.
We followed the bartender, and Grolic stayed with his friend.
Oh, you're right. You say, it was you. You put slow down in my tuna sandwich. The Grolic laughs and laughs and then runs away. The Grolic.
And the only person who can corroborate our story is Danley, and we got him killed. Okay. We tell the princess that we need to speak to her father. And say that a hit was put on us.
So we want to say princess. Okay, what is it?
Princess, we need to talk to your father, I guess. Order some soldiers to pursue. Oh, we could do that too. That's actually a better idea.
What is it?
Order soldiers to pursue him.
You order the guards to pursue the assassin. Captain Danley, he's back.
Oh no!
Captain Danley says, We will not go on a fool's errand. I saw this man in black enter your chambers myself.
I feel uncomfortable because we shot Captain Danley with a lightning gun.
How about we say, Captain Danley, exclamation point, I watched you die. Captain Danley looks at you blankly and says, you're mistaken. I've never seen you before in my life. You try to explain, but Captain Danley is unmoved.
Oh, this goes deeper than we ever thought.
You know that Captain Danley is a doppelganger.
A good loan word. Let's see if the AI recognizes it.
They got Rachel from Friends.
That's true.
But now you don't know which one is the real captain. The other guards arrive and hold you still. An idea comes to mind.
I don't have any good ideas. Should we ask Danley how he got? I guess Danley doesn't know, does he? But he has all the same memories of old Captain Danley.
How about this? You say, if you are the real Captain Danley, when is the first time we kissed? Question mark.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we gotta put quarters in the machine. What is this, 250 we're up to?
I think Juggalo Turtle single-handedly paid for that.
Yeah, well, we got an insane number of... that one guy from Saudi Arabia gave us 52 subs yesterday.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Captain Danley pauses and then says, we've never kissed. The other guards laugh and you're dragged away. The next day you're found guilty of treason and sentenced to death.
Reverse Uno card us.
What
about the baby?
Do you want to roll that back or you want to roll with this?
No, let's roll with it. The baby's also sentenced to death, right? We should let that know.
Story, you wonder what fate will befall the chosen baby. With you gone, the chosen baby is free to fulfill his destiny.
The baby has a destiny? We were just making shit up. So
Okay.
the baby's betrayed us. Danley's betrayed us.
How about
King's betrayed us.
let's just let's add another character by saying your cellmate is a surprising, or you are surprised to find that your cellmate is a friendly Grolic, of course.
Oh.
And he has a plan to escape.
Ask Grolic why he hates the king. Or ask him why he's in the cell.
Grolic, why are you locked up here? Grolic looks at his lips nervously and says, I was framed, I swear it. I didn't do anything wrong. You stare at Grolic.
Oh. What did you do? Or what did they say you did?
What did they say that you did? Grolic looks at his lips. Okay, he's stuck in a loop. Oh, no.
Oh.
I'm innocent, I tell you. They're trying to kill me. They've sent a hitman after me.
Ask him if it was the chosen baby.
If the hitman was the chosen baby?
Yes. The Grolic doppelgangers are taking over this timeline.
I don't know how to phrase. You have to tell me exactly what to say there.
Did Did the chosen baby frame you?
How's the AI doing? Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty
I'd say
good.
it's pretty good. Grolic Laston says, that fancy baby? No way. I was framed by Captain Danley. The guards arrived to take Grolic away.
So Captain Danley's from like some sort of alternative universe. Where did he come from? Is he in league with the fancy baby?
What if we say, this is a long shot, but we can roll it back. Say the real Captain Danley died. Where did he die? Oh, in the throne room.
Yeah, we killed him with the lightning gun. In the throne room with a candlestick.
Captain Danley laughs and says, I'm not the real Captain Danley. I'm a doppelganger. Why would he admit it? Let's see where this goes.
Everyone's like, wait, that's true?
It's really chugging on this one. The guards drag Grolic away, leaving you alone in your cell. In the morning, the queen arrives to take you to the gallows.
Oh, is this the new queen, the peasant queen? All right, we have to seduce her. Pull down zipper on one.
Okay, what's the best way to seduce the queen? Say, my queen, you are in grave danger?
Yeah.
The queen's eyes narrow and she says, a very interesting theory. Prove it. You open your mouth to reply as the queen is dragged away by doppelgangers, leaving you at the gallows.
It's just doppelgangers all the way down.
You shout, the doppelgangers have invaded the kingdom.
No exclamation point though. We just kind of like declare it loudly.
The crowd laughs at you, and the hangman puts the noose around your neck. A moment later, they open the trapdoor and you fall through. I think this might be it.
This is probably it.
You want to go
Play
back
through
and
it.
try something else?
No, play through it.
Oh, oops.
Oh, what is this? Why did it change?
So that's the remember policy. There's another
Oh.
layer to this that I haven't explained to you yet, but it's because I don't understand it. The crowd, a moment later, the trapdoor. Okay, yeah, let's...
Oh, someone said we could make it so story mode it and the rope snaps.
Good night. I don't...
Story. We're in the back of a cart.
Yeah,
A man rides with us.
the AI doesn't know how to get us
They
out of
do.
this. We can story our way out of this, or we can start a new character. It's 10:40 though.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of late. I am enjoying this.
Let's say let's
I'm
just
not good at it yet, but
let's story, and this is an easy way to just fudge your way out of a death. Is
out of consequences.
you wake up in a bright, clean room.
You wake up as Lieutenant Dangle.
Lying on a soft bed, you look around and see the friendly Grolic standing by your bed. How are you feeling? He asks.
Ask him if he's a doppelganger.
I know that you are a doppelganger.
It's like a soap opera.
Grolic laughs and says, well, your joke almost got you killed. If the queen had been a moment later, you would be dead. As it stands, you have just proved my point.
What?
I guess the queen somehow rescued us.
We're still in the Grollet Ganger timeline. This is not gonna end well.
How about you say what has happened to the chosen baby? Question mark. Garlic laughs and says, "I don't know what happened to the chosen baby." Oh, it's like we were telling him a joke.
Oh. No, really. We have to find the chosen baby. Tell him that.
We have to find chosen baby! Exclamation point. Garlic picks you up and carries you outside.
Oh. He also wants to find. Wait. Did he say that to us?
He's
Okay,
kind of just repeating what I don't know if I think it's
Maybe
kind of
Grollet's kind of dumb. Well, who are the other characters in that timeline? The princess.
the king, the princess, the
Dark
man,
Grollet.
the guy, oh yeah, that was Grolic, right? Wait, that's this guy.
Yeah, so we're in the Grollet Ganger universe. Call for your horse. Yeah, we could ask for the nub, whatever. That's been so far back, I don't remember.
Nubbin's back in the other universe. I also don't remember how to spell the horse's name. Okay, let's. You whistle for your horse. It was Nubbin TZ, is that right?
No, it was Nubb,
Yeah, it was Nub.
Oh, Nubnuts, right? Yeah. What a good name. We should just call him that from now on.
Nubnuts.
Nubnuts runs to you, and Growlithe pushing you on him. You ride through the forest on Nubnuts until you come across a great cave opening.
Oh no.
You say, "We have made it, Nubnuts. The cave of the chosen baby." Nubnuts whinnies in agreement and runs into the cave with you. You approach the cave cautiously and find it completely empty. You explore the cave and find a note lying on the ground.
Ooh, read the note. What does it say?
Dear Tinkerer, I wish not for you to find me, as I'm sure you wish not to find me or anyone at all. The baby is hidden in the cave behind you.
So, was the moral of the story, the friends were the babies we made along the way? What?
I don't think we should be looking for morality from this story.
I don't know. There's important themes here. I don't know what they are.
Was one of the important themes the buying and selling of children in the first place? Perhaps the tattooing of them.
The enslaving of squirrel soldiers in an industrial revolution the kingdom had never seen before.
Okay, let's do a story. You think longingly of your days with the squirrels.
Moral of the story, don't hold in your farts. Yeah, if we hadn't had diarrhea at the king's wedding, we probably could have been lords of the land right now.
Yeah, well, sometimes that kind of thing happens. What? Okay, I'm gonna roll that back because
Something went wrong there. It's like it tried to show us the Christmas. The baby's
say
hidden in the cave.
let's say Nubnuts. Who do you think is responsible for this note? Question mark. Nubnuts nays an answer. Okay. They want an extra penny for the answer.
Naturally.
Well then, who do you think it is? Tinkerer, you are a child who has lost both of their parents and now is under the care of the cruel queen?
Huh?
Uh,
He didn't answer.
I don't know. Let's see what else it says for this. Yourself and the baby have both been placed in extreme danger, and you must escape from this cave as soon as you can. You have a rope and a flashlight.
Oh, but our horse can't make it up the rope.
The horse doesn't seem to be involved anymore.
Okay. Okay. We yippee-ki-yay that rope. What is that called? Lasso. Lasso the rope on a cliffside and climb up.
A lasso is technically to, I don't know if it'll understand that because that's for like catching horses. So let's say
Well,
use the rope to scale the cliff.
yes.
With a baby.
Yes.
The rope snaps and you fall off the cliff. You break both of your legs, but you're still alive. Well, we might lose this character at exactly the right time.
Ask the baby for a healing potion.
You say, baby, get a healing potion from my pack. The baby crawls to your pack, finds a health potion, and gives it to you. You guzzle the potion. The potion heals your legs, and you're able to stand again. Wow, that worked really well.
Wow. The baby apparently in this timeline is okay with us. So we should run out right before the cave collapses.
Say,
Let the
find
baby carry you.
you find a way out of the cave, just in time. I don't think I should give exposition in the do. You escape the cave before it collapses. You find yourself outside the cave, but a great distance from any known landmarks. You sit down and look at the stars, attempting to get your bearings.
The stars are strange. I don't know how they would be
You
strange.
notice a constellation you have never seen before. It glows unnaturally. Oh. Unnaturally. Unnaturally bright, but it's in a place in the sky where it's impossible to see. You don't know what it could be. You look at the ground and notice something shining there.
It's Danley's sword.
You look closer at the shining object and recognize the sword of Captain Danley. Of the original Captain Danley. Let's see if it can keep track of the fact that there's two Danleys.
Did one of us get disconnected?
That was happening last night too.
Yeah, his connection has been strange.
You pick it up and examine it. It's an elegant weapon with a beautiful golden handle and a double-edged blade made of the finest steel you've ever seen.
Of course, it's double-edged, just like Captain Danley himself. Maybe there are ruins on it that point the way back to the kingdom.
Ruins?
Yeah, like, I don't know, like some sort of like directions back to it.
Oh, runes. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. The sword begins to point in a direction and tug you toward a destination.
Listen, I'm tired. I said it wrong. Don't judge me.
It
I
seems the
made
sword
sense.
It seems the sword knows where it's going. The sword begins to go brighter and brighter. Suddenly the stars are blotted out by a large black shape descending from the sky.
Ooh, what could it be?
Do we cliffhanger this?
Yeah, let's cliffhanger it, because it is late. And if Wendell's out, I'm not sure where he went. That's it, chat.
So that's about $2.75 worth of AI dungeon.
Of game. Yeah. I can see where like it sometimes gets confused, but it is really funny when it finally kind of like clicks how to play the game.
I also
think
think
You get to kind of like format your thoughts a little bit.
I think you were doing really well in the beginning when you were playing by the rules. It definitely loses something when you start to get wacky, but that's also when it's the most fun, I think.
Yeah, like tattooing a baby. That's so stupid.
But the fact that it came up with the fact that there had to be a special like harness for the baby so that it
Yeah.
could be tattooed, like wow, where does it come up with that?
Have you said you did the Christmas one? Was the Christmas one like more themed for the holiday or?
Yeah, in the Christmas one, you have to be part of like your starting character has to be Christmas themed. I did one where I was a cheerleader. I was a Christmas cheerleader. So like my job was just to go around and wish Merry Christmas to everybody.
Oh.
And so I decided the best way to spread Christmas cheer would be with cocaine.
Oh,
And
naturally.
surprisingly, nobody wanted any.
Well, listen, it's a happy Christmas timeline.
And then there was the other one where I had a successful chain of brothels, and actually made so much money from that. And then I met a vampire, and he bit me, and I became like a vampire god and lived for 3 centuries.
It's like when you're having a dream and the dream makes perfect sense when you're in it. And then when you
Yeah.
try to explain it, it's like, wait, what?
And you also have some level of control, but it's completely unreliable.
It's so crazy. I can't believe how good it was, though. Rue, you're going to have to wait. Wait 1 second.
Yeah. Oh, and so the other thing is, and like I need to learn how this works exactly, but the remember command gives you 1,000 characters to.
Oh, to like define something.
This is the core of the world, but it's already using 969 of them. So we could like get rid of Lord Chatt, a male protector tinkerer, and like let it forget this and the core part of this world and define our own stuff in here.
Oh, okay. So we could have put the chosen baby and the Grocklet gangers and like
Right, and then
we brought that up.
and it would hold on to those threads much better. But we have such limited space
Yeah.
to work with here. I don't know exactly how you get better at that.
Hi, Rue dog. Hello. Rue came up to say hello. You guys can't see her. Rue, leave that. Hi. She's mad because I haven't put any water in her bowl for like an hour.
It seems like there's a constant like Rune never has enough water.
So this is a bad habit on my part. So when she was a puppy, she didn't understand thirst. So she would just drink until she threw up. So I only give her little bits of water at a time, but she now understands that. So I need to just fill her bowl up. But I did fill it up right before the stream started. I think she just finished it all. What a
Cru-
stinky pup.
Crouton will drink for 3-4 minutes at a time. I don't know why he's like that. I guess he just goes a long time without drinking.
Yeah. Getting a lot of constant updates. Oh yeah, I would be down to try this again maybe next Friday.
Yeah, I don't think there's any. I mean, eventually, I guess it will get boring. But keep in mind now. Okay, so this is Worlds, but you can also play
Can you do your own custom or?
you can do prompts, and here you have more basic AIs, but you can do like just standard this kind of stuff, and then you can do
Yeah.
custom. And so we can write our own. So it's kind of giving you the instructions here.
Okay. Custom is where it gets real weird. I don't know. I feel like we got pretty weird with the default.
Nah, we didn't get that weird. Also, multiplayer. So, I don't know. This one is turn-based. I don't know exactly how it works, but I don't think you have to pay. I think as long as I have the subscription, we can play multiplayer.
I wouldn't mind trying that. How would that be different though? Like, would it just be all of us have a turn, or?
I think so. And then I don't know exactly how. Like, if I try to story you and you try to story me, I don't know how it resolves that. It probably just lets it happen.
Huh.
And then we could also try. I am so curious what a $9 world is like.
Is it good, or is it just kind of like, oh, people are into cyberpunk right now?
I don't know. It doesn't explain why
It's so
These-
much better.
these
Yeah.
are different values. It just tells you like a story about the world. I mean, it sounds cool. I think what happened is some of these were community generated and they just did more work like fleshing it out and adding more stuff and training it on different texts. And
Huh.
this reflects how much work went into it.
Well, now that I understand the gist of it, I might look it up a little bit more and try to figure out.
I don't think there's a lot to figure out beyond what we just did. I mean, it's just basically what it is.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah, I haven't gotten bored of it yet. Also, every day, I think your little meter fills back up.
Oh, so do you get like free points or whatever?
Our adventure is not here.
What? The one that we just made?
Oh, there we go. There's chat.
Yeah.
Oh, also, this is cool. Uh,
Oh, can you like share it so people can continue it?
let me play it. And then view adventure. Yeah, and then I can put that in the chat. Maybe it'll work. I guess if it's not published, maybe they can't see it.
I think I can see it. Well, it's loading. Give it a second. Ooh, it's trying.
Not
I've
sure.
just got the rainbow wheel.
I assume it's just a text file.
I'm assuming that. Oh, it says it never loads.
Let me try to.
That might be a problem on their end too.
Oh, let other players read and remix your adventure. Flagged not safe for work. You know what? Let's turn that on. And let's publish.
Well, ours wasn't really not safe for work. I mean, there was just some casual baby selling.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Can you look at baby selling at work? I switched it. I don't. There's no save button. I hate
Press on the
interfaces.
baby market.
I hate it when the interface doesn't have a save button. Okay, it looks like it saved the published though.
Oh, I can see it now. Yeah, that worked.
The only thing I don't like about the printout is it's not obvious what was us and what was the AI. I thought they should highlight what you entered.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Is closet diarrhea safe for work?
I love the point where Captain Danley, the doppelganger, just admitted it, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, no one was surprised. No one cared.
I feel like we're gaslighted. It's like, oh yeah, everybody knows he's a doppelganger. It's like, I was in prison for that.
And then we were dragged away by doppelgangers. Also, the fact that we're now in a completely different universe that doesn't match the rules of the one we started with.
Yeah. Crazy.
There was one part where I was talking to a queen, and she was like, you know, why are you so important? And I told her that I was the king of tabletop games. And she was like, oh, really? You mean games like Hungry Hermopies? And I guess Hermopie was like a contextual animal for that universe. I thought that was incredible.
Hungry Hermopies. But remember, friends exists in both of these universes. You can't escape it. And that means there are also doppelgangers in the entire cast.
All right, well, it's 11:03, and surprisingly, my cats have not started meowing yet. But it's a matter of time, I'm sure.
Matter of time. All right, chat.
We'll see you Friday.
Bye.